Hello, and welcome to a very special behind-the-scenes rap party sort of thing for Heinous Investigation Season 1, where the true podcast was the friends we made along the way. I am Dio, crouching moron, hidden moron.
Hidden weeb.
Oh, weeb, there it is.
That's hidden?
Yeah, like the Leaf Village.
Yeah, like arguably.
Oh, you mean Konohana Gurugaga?
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know. I tried to say the Japanese name, but I only know Konoha, and then the rest is like weird. With me, as always, is Jessica Castro, the creator, writer, director, producer, voice of Wildely Abandoned.
Also Martin, but who cares about
And
him?
Martin.
Right?
Go get fucked, Martin.
Listen,
he hasn't had his fun episode yet. He'll get there one day.
That's
and
true.
we were too busy roasting me for me to think straight.
No, Michael, my sister said in her own words, Martin, I could take him or leave him.
I could take him or leave him.
She's gonna be so mad that I said that. It's totally fine. I was like, you realize that he kind of just exists to finance them as of right now, right?
Yep.
That's it.
Hey, much. No shame in having a sugar daddy.
He's our sugar father.
Exactly
true.
like
he
that.
Would call
correct.
The sugar father.
This is the taxing that the government's not doing on him.
All right. So yeah, hi, I'm here. I wrote the thing. You understand all of what just happened probably with the voices. I hope by now you understand that this is just how we are. Anyway, I guess we'll run down who's here. Let's go. Naomi is here. Yay.
Hi, I'm Naomi. I voice Liza.
Yay. Emily, voice of Cersei, also here.
Hello, and whatever other various town folk.
That's very true. I already have some ideas for you for season 2. Get ready.
Let's go. I'm so pumped.
Okay. Jamie also here.
Hi, that's me.
Yeah, it's Rachel. And who would Rachel be without Benji? Meg is also here.
I am here too.
Yay!
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Also, okay, we're gonna keep going. Twan, hi.
Hi there, voice of Algie, voice of Clay Carter.
Yeah. Elena, hi.
Following the weeb train. Konbanwa.
Whoa!
Also, special treat. I guess they haven't been here probably since that season started, but we've got our sound people, amazing editing team, Owen and Finn here from the other side of the planet. Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, good to have you guys. And the chat in the Zoom is already going nuts.
Yeah. We started
It's
talking
the
in
weebining.
Japanese and someone
Boku no
dropped
Pico
the
de Gallo.
cursed name. No!
Hey. Time to read the chat out loud.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's our
we'll
bonus
read it out
content.
loud. Lena said, Dio-san wa weeb desu. And Meg said, Nani? And I said, Chigao, chigana, ore wa otaku nai. And she said, wow, ore? And I was like, I'm not a Boku guy. And then Meg said, Kawaii desu ne, oni-chan, no boku no piko. And that's where we are.
Goddamn fit.
For those who don't know what Boku no Pico is, don't look it up.
Cut it right there.
Did I accidentally make something terrible?
Yes.
Congratulations, we officially earned
James,
our first
did
content
you not know
warning.
what Boku no Pico is?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
don't
our
look
first
it up.
official
Got
content
it.
warning. Huh?
How many minutes in are we?
Is it not Japanese salsa?
No, it's a doujinshi.
It sure is.
She knows
Yeah.
what doujinshi is. Don't worry about
I
it.
hope it involves salsa.
I really just
No.
want this to
Oh,
now
in the
be
worst
just
way.
like elevator
Oh, the
music
worst
over all of this, of like and content warning
Just like-
flashing. on
Just like an
It's like-
endless parade of duck sounds. Rubber
It's
duck
like-
sounds.
It's like when you're in your room and you can hear like an argument happening downstairs, and you just kind of try to crank it up, and just in the background you hear muffled. You're like, no.
It's
Or
like,
Japanese
Like the,
listener.
what do you call it? The
That-
Adults and the Peanuts cartoons.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck were we talking about?
Introductions?
I think we made it through, everyone. I think
Did
we're
we make
just
it through?
being
What-
stupid
I don't think
now,
we did.
like we usually are.
Oh,
Mm.
I don't
I
think
mean-
Twan or Lena were
No,
introduced.
I got
Oh,
them.
did they?
Did, but did,
Yeah,
did
I
our
think
we
we're
were
just
rapid
all
fire
good.
sound
Lena
guys.
was
I don't know if
speaking
our
her
sound
weeb shit.
folks.
Yeah, we
damn.
spent,
Yeah.
we
Sound
spent
gods
through
got
That's what
everything.
happened.
I'm sorry,
Um,
don't shoot me.
I mean, we can just talk about, the show that we just spent about a year working on and releasing.
What show is that?
Is it a show?
Boku no Pico,
Boku
dude.
no
I
Haro.
don't know.
Boku no Pico,
I
dude.
don't know.
Boku no Heinous Investigations.
My name is Izuku Midoriya.
Midoriya.
I'm a quirked up white boy with a little bit of swagger, busting it down sexual style, and I will become the world's greatest hero.
How to
Oh,
delete
man.
somebody
I'm
else.
sweating.
And I like to fight with weapons.
I don't even have a gun.
That's
Like, I have to go.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
This is
Algernon
good.
Graham.
Should we delete this and restart?
No, we're
That
too
was
far into
that
it
was
now.
almost the voice.
We're too
I'm
deep.
remembering now.
We're in
That was
too deep.
almost the voice.
Okay.
Yeah, we're into
I mean,
deep
if you want to attempt to have me, or you want me to attempt to keep everyone on track, I can try.
Okay, Heinous
Uh,
Investigations, the finale.
The finale.
Yeah, let's talk about that first.
That sure happened.
Yeah, it really did. It was crazy. I felt like after all the supernatural stuff, I'm like, nothing really, brings it all home like a down to earth being hunted for sport arc.
Yeah.
Nothing humbles you like
they're
being
just
hunted for sport.
Yeah, just heinous investigations going up against some psychos with guns and I guess a sorceress and a rock monster.
Yeah.
Oh
That was a good one,
god.
Finn.
Oh Finn, no. So excited for
Heinous 2
Heinous 2
investigations.
investigations.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's,
Yeah,
it's
Heinous
very
Investigations
sad.
is so
It's very
good.
sad for
Yeah.
you guys, the audience. You guys don't get to hear the bomb jokes that Finn makes.
That is very true.
He likes to lurk in the chat. It's great.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the best place to lurk.
It is very, very true.
Technically, wasn't
Sadly, my
Jamie-
spoken
I feel like-
English isn't as good as my
wasn't
written English.
Jamie-
So.
wait, what?
Huh? Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I'm not as
Nani?
good at speaking English as I am at writing it. So that's
Fair enough.
I mean,
right there,
it's
so.
great.
You're totally good.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
great.
Two very enthusiastic thumbs up.
Your English is much better than mine or Lena's Japanese, so feel free to say what you want.
I also apologize for how fast I talk in English. I've been told numerous times that I speak too fast.
That's like a New York thing.
It
Yeah.
is a New York thing. I don't know how to
I
speak
got places
slowly.
to be.
Yeah, that's
Places to
people
hate
mad
being.
thing.
Places to hate being.
People to be mad at. Yeah.
So, back to this finale. Yeah, I think it was a good way to tie everything up. I felt like it was really important to kind of go back to like the complete, like the full cast deal that the pilot was, just coming full circle. Yeah, I think I'm trying to think anything else that was really, I mean, for me, I just had a ball doing pretty much almost every line, including some of the Martin ones. But especially the Psy ones. Once again, being an asshole is very freeing, very liberating. I mean, that's from my standpoint. Also from a writing standpoint, I think we started talking about it when we were talking about the first episode of the 3-episode arc. I think a little bit, but yeah, I really enjoyed writing Carlton and Frank's exchanges quite a bit because I felt like, especially in that, I believe it was the second, especially in that second episode, I feel like they really are, while everybody else is going through their crazy hijinks, they really are like the core, like the philosophical and emotional core of the episode, which is really funny considering that it's Carlton and Frank. Yeah, it's an interesting, because I feel like, yes, Carlton could be taken seriously, but also I feel like, people who are fans of the show, thank goodness, were really quick to pick up on the fact that Carlton is just one walking joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was really, just like that aggressively, like masculine straight man.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting
Hero.
pairing Carlton and Frank
Mhm.
specifically, because Carlton is the person that no one can take seriously, and Frank is the person that doesn't take himself seriously. So it like kind of the perfect person to talk some sense into that boy is the guy who already is like, no, yeah, I don't put much stock into people like people being serious. I'm not very serious, but
Yeah.
not being serious doesn't make you like bad at your job or a bad person. Like,
yeah, you're like exactly. And I feel like this last episode, like Carlton really had the long-term arc of this season in the sense of him like throwing away the concept of what being like heroic or like responsible actually is, and finding more of like the true authentic version of that by the end of it. And I feel like that was like really important, I think, because as we all know, Carlton wants to be Batman, and I don't know if that's something that he'll ever let go entirely, but at least
I mean, an ideal is just an ideal until you find how you fit into it. And Carlton just has not known where he fits in at all, and he's figuring that out. And Frank very much tells him, like, from my point of view, you fit in here, so there you go.
Yeah, it's like,
from my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
And my
from
version
my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
Oh, God. I was gonna say, like, and my version of what this thing is may not be the same as what your version of this thing is, but
yeah,
you can reconcile it. Yeah.
Having different experiences.
Also the chat. God, I looked down for 2 seconds and saw the chat.
That was your fatal mistake.
No.
Why would you look at such a
No, Jessica, you were the chosen one.
It's in the text chat for a reason.
Yeah,
because it's hidden from the eyes of God.
Oh God.
It's hidden from
Owen can see it.
Oh fuck!
And
Owen, close your eyes.
Okay, so
I'll just take my glasses off. We'll be fine.
Yeah, seamsies.
I'm blind now.
The cat, like, looking at you in the
I
background when you
know.
put your thumbs up.
The baby.
What are you doing, father?
Mr. Baby Man.
Oh, love it.
Jesus,
Love it when
This
cats
this one's a
star.
gremlin. This one's a little bit of a gremlin.
Yeah,
It's
I will
okay.
say, while we're talking about Carlton, I will say David was here before we started recording, but him and Maria both had to jump off for various reasons. But they both wanted everybody to know that they're so grateful for all of us and for the fans, and that they love everyone and we love them. Hooray.
It's true.
Also, AJ and Riff just can't be here, but they're awesome anyway. And even though they didn't leave a preset message because we didn't ask them to, you know.
Yeah, sorry.
great,
So they're
miss
lame.
them.
So,
They had
I don't know.
Most of
AJ
our
did
villain
say she
squad
might
is
show
once
up.
again missing.
Yes.
Oh, that is true. AJ might.
Oh my
show
gosh,
up.
yeah.
That's true. That is true. Riff is definitely not here for tonight, but he did.
Definitely not.
He did give us a very epic Jackbox games experience that
That's
we did not
true.
record a few weeks
Yo,
ago.
love to play.
We probably
We're gonna have to do it again because
Oh,
well. No, man, not
truly
everything
Riff
has to be
hijacked
content.
that
That's
session.
true. Not
I
everything
am
has to be content,
quite
but
literally
everything has to
so
be.
violent at Jackbox games.
True.
Like,
Oh God. So yeah, I think
Buggy
I've kind of
rolls.
said a few things about these last few episodes. I will say, anything else I want to really note. So many weapon sounds. Just round of applause for the mixing and the gunshot design, because dang. Way to go, Owen and Finn.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I know we don't say it often enough because it will never be often enough,
Will never
but
be.
since they are here, praise be to our audio,
Yes, our
everything you guys
soundboards.
do.
True.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there would be no coherent show without you guys.
Literally, we would be nothing.
Literally,
without you guys.
we would be people
We'd be
talking
a
to
bunch-
ourselves.
Yeah, a bunch of, I was about to say, talking to ourselves, and when we're reading through the scripts the first time, a bunch of weirdos making.
So I mean, not much
really
would
weird
change
jokes
for
in a row.
me.
Womp, 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 womp.
So yeah, I will say, like, anything, I'm trying to think of all the fun stuff off the top of my head. I mean, I just liked a lot of moments in the last few episodes, but I really want to hear from you guys, I think, because I think that's what's really gonna get. If you want to hear me talk some more, you guys should definitely go first. Is there anything?
I mean, I've said kind of my piece for like 1 year anniversary thing. We all said a lot, so I'm not gonna sit on my laurels for too long on that or take too much time. I just wanted to throw in that in these last few episodes, it's very cool having Frank be like a weirdly calming presence and have him be like the kind of person who brings someone back down to earth. It's a very interesting dynamic that Frank has been put in, and it was very nice to access not necessarily a more serious side, but a less exaggerated version of who Frank is,
like a more sincere
cool.
kind of.
Yeah. I mean, he's always sincere.
Well, that's very true. He is brutally honest.
Yeah, he just very much less exaggerated, more understated version of his always existing aura of friendship. That was a really cool part. Orville being the awkward boy that he is was a great time.
Very true.
Just his whole arc with Ginny coming to a head. Both of my scene partners are missing, so I'm not gonna say much.
That's true. I know. I completely forgot about the Ginny Orville scene way at the end there and how that turned out.
That was a really cool like last minute bow tie thing where Ginny's just like, no, we need to talk about this, and then Orville's like, no, and she's like, yes, but here's what I'm gonna say, we shouldn't be together, and he's like, yeah, I already said that, and she's like, well, yeah, but I didn't. So now I am, and it's like
I'm watching the scene.
Wow.
it's like the scene's right in front of you.
Wow.
Yeah, super cool moment. I liked my character's arcs, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, I will say, you just reminded me of like with Ginny and Orville, the freaking out of nowhere for people who remembered the throwaway line way back when, that Ginny says vampires can turn into like the giant wolf monster, like werewolves from, I think that was like from like the backstory, like dumping episode,
the team building arc. And Orville was into it.
Oh, he was so into it.
I don't know if you could tell from my very emotional performance on the word wow.
Whoa, Dio, calm it down.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, I think that was also a good moment. He has Orbach has a lot of good moments. That one sticks out to me. Also, anything involving the rock monster fight, that don't die and monsters
don't
gone,
die line,
now what?
I loved doing that. That was great.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Is there anything else I can do? Don't die. It's like, it'd be so badass if I didn't picture Orville's face saying it. Just like
yeah, exactly. The blankest expression.
It's not a badass. It's just, that's just how he talks.
Yeah. Yeah, that, and then also the monster's gone, now what? Like just prime Orville bluntness in this last episode.
Yep.
Yeah, we're just going through. I also was gonna say, you made a good point about like Frank being like a surprisingly calm presence. I gotta say the same for Algie actually in this. I feel like,
oh, true.
Yeah, I feel like Tuan, you might have some thoughts about that.
Yeah, I was definitely running it over in my head, and I was kind of like, at first I was like, I should say how like in the finale you get to see Algie's arc and how he's become more mature and much more like a helpful force for the team. And looking back over the series, I'm kind of realizing Algie's kind of always been like this. It's just now, after everything that's happened, we've fully seen all of the glimpses of that. So now this is just the nice little, okay, now you understand the full present that you've been given.
Yeah, I mean, he's always unflappable. It's just we haven't had him in a context where literally everyone else is flapped.
Yeah.
Like he definitely like
true.
I would actually say, looking back, like a lot of situations where he wants to run away from stuff, like in some of the ghost and monster situations. At first I was saying throughout the thing that like throughout all these Wildly Abandoned that we've done, that it does have to do with he's just like, I mean, anybody would be, I think, scared of that in some capacity, and that's just the thing that really freaks him out, as opposed to like these kinds of like more down to earth human quote unquote situations where he's like, I've been through worse. But I think whereas Jack is like freaking out, I think that at first I was like, yeah, well, maybe he said that's just a selective fear for him, and I think that's true to some extent, but I also think there's a part of it that's not necessarily that he's scared. I think Algie's just lazy. So like if he wants to run from the ghost, yes, he's definitely scared, but at the same time he's like, I'm not dealing with that. Which is something that I think in this situation, like it's nice to see him have some more agency in this finale, I think, especially in that one scene where I realized that I don't even think you had that many lines in the scene because it was mostly thwips. But the one, you know where I'm talking about, with White and Delia shooting, and it's just like I liked writing that scene quite a bit because I was like, this is Algie's moment. I
definitely liked doing the voice work for that.
It's good because it's really interesting because, again, I feel like the thwips are doing all the physical work, but the voice work on that really added the extra like punch, I guess. It was so fun. I remember listening back to that scene and just laughing. It was so good. I don't know if anybody else has any other things. I'm trying to think of other fun stuff that has come up. I know we talked about like Cersei's little like fun improvised thing the first episode, but I also think that, I don't know if you had any particular fun with these last couple episodes, Emily, with some of the stuff you had to do. Because I know I really liked Cersei and Jack's scene in the beginning of the third episode.
I just love Cersei. She's great. She's everything I wish I could be in her level of apathy and just like, I don't know, man, I'm here. I don't know what you want from me. And I feel like this is just, you get a little bit more of that every time, and I love it. And she doesn't care that Delia and White are incompetent. She's gonna do. She is the perfect customer service representative, because you know what? She's gonna do what she's paid for and nothing more. She will not make it any better.
I am so just I love Cersei so much. I'm so sad that she got introduced so late in the game. I need more of Cersei all of the time.
Oh, that's a plan for season 2. Guaranteed more Cersei content. I'm very excited.
Now that I think about it, I think that I actually worked with Cersei when I was a CS rep. There was this like, dude. He was so checked out. He would wear his slippers to work. He would put his feet up on his desk. He would literally like make popcorn. I remember we worked the night shift together, so he'd make popcorn. And he would just like reroute the calls that would come to him and like eat popcorn with his feet propped up. And I didn't even care, because I was like, that is a level of, not giving a crap about anything that I want to reach. So Cersei is Tony confirmed.
Cersei is what we all aspire to be at some point in our lives.
Stan Cersei.
Yes,
I know he's partial, but that's BJ is always asking, is there more Cersei? Is there more Cersei?
There will be.
BJ.
I'm very excited for more Cersei. I gotta really get around to a Cersei centric episode though, because Cersei is certainly gonna be in a lot more episodes, but gosh, there's just so many stories to tell,
I mean, in sticking with Cersei's life, I don't know that she wants to be the main character. That's a lot of work.
That's very true. Cersei and Algie would probably get along really well.
Following my day.
That's the thing, is it'd be like a 25-minute episode. It's like those, like all of the, why can I not think of the words? Critical Role put out a bunch of music videos with them. It's like what you study to, those music video things. But it's just her watching various TV shows and like slightly changing position every 5
beats to chill / study to.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. That would just be her.
I listen to that shit every day at work.
Fair. I still
That
haven't
would be
listened
her,
to
where
the
she
one.
like slightly changes position, eats some popcorn, slightly changes position, eats some more popcorn.
I gotta listen to
That's
more
all
of
it would
those.
be.
Yeah, and we love that for her. That is her journey.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think we have time because once again, we're going to have to go into a stupid break before we continue talking about these last few episodes, and then maybe a little bit more just about this crazy ride of a first season. But let me see. Who haven't we heard from?
Before we move on, I do want to know, what did the audio gods think about this episode? There was so much going on.
Well, I was gonna save them for the next round, Elena, so that they had plenty of time.
We have 2 minutes left in this meeting.
Ooh, spoiler alert.
I was just too invested.
We got to do James, who was not in this episode at all. What did you like about this episode?
Honestly, Rachel's never sounded better. Thank you for laughing.
Please clap.
I'm trying to like just shrink everything to like 60 seconds or less. Just listening to everybody's performance and how much everybody's like grown over the season and really like come into their own. I think we talked about this in the last one, but just like everybody like just performed amazingly. Like that's a big thing for me, is just I'm a really big fan of like all of you guys as actors in general. And just it all came together. I'm not gonna reach out.
No, I can tell you about this one, but apparently they're currently debating the morality of hunting children.
We're not debating shit. Don't you dare say. Don't you say that word. What happens to the chat stays in the chat. We have a chaos round idea in there. We're not going to spoil it.
We're not spoiling it.
Oh God, I didn't see that, and now I'm scared.
You should be. You should be.
Oh no.
It's not a debate if it's morally correct to do.
We'll
it's a debate on whether it's fun or not.
Okay, we're gonna be back. Bye.
I'm ready to hunt them kids.
Yes, worth it.
Owen said, "Fuck them kids."
One of my favorite vines is that dude that goes, "That kid's getting slapped."
Remember when ABC made a show about that?
Yes, I was about to say that. There was a show ABC.
There's a show about child abuse.
About a single slap
that an adult man did to a child who was not his own child. I believe that was the plot.
I believe it got 3 seasons.
Dude, those are the best kids to hit because they're not yours.
Not.
I do feel like we have to say, since we're putting this out on the internet, we do not condone
violence against children.
We do not condone violence. It's just
edgy humor.
It's kind of funny.
In theory, it's hysterical. It's just so funny.
Immediately, people are like, "Oh, here we go."
If you do like non-violent,
it's like, you ever taken a sack of flour?
Go watch Old Enough on Netflix. It is.
Oh my God, the best shit on
earth. Just kind of chuck that bitch.
So
that's like.
I really hope that like the few
Old Enough is so cute.
Gives me so much joy.
Don't leave us for
me too.
What do you mean based on the book?
Push by Sapphire.
The slap is based on a book?
No.
Yeah, what? Yeah, it's based on Push by Sapphire.
That would make a lot of sense.
Which is based on Pull by Ruby. All right, I think I'll go.
Who has the dog Pokemon games Push and Pull?
Yeah, who has the dog that keeps
Pokemon Push
and why have we not seen them?
Where's the dog?
Might have a dog that's barking.
Yo.
Be completely honest with you.
I see the kitten enjoying himself in the background.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm just gonna type
here for
dog. Pleased you.
Okay. Thank goodness it only got 1 season.
Okay, good. All right. So back to the finale.
The things I turn back to.
I want to get through the last few VAs because I feel like there've got to be some thoughts in here, especially from Naomi and Elena, who I feel like both had pretty sizable roles in this last arc. Personally, I feel like, I feel like you guys both carried the weight of your individual like plots of this story. So just interested in like any moments you particularly liked or things that you like enjoyed recording specifically, or just anything else from the episodes. It didn't just have to be about you, but
I mean, I very much enjoyed the Sai-Liza dynamic throughout the arc, and sort of getting a little bit of like closure on that arc at the end where she's like, oh, I can see that you're like at the fundamental level like the same as Elliot, and that was just like a very cute moment. And also like her way of getting back at him, of like being
a jerk,
obscenely saccharine or whatever the phrase was. Yeah, so I just love that, and I love like seeing Liza get angry because she's such a like nice person normally, so like when she gets angry it's just like really fun.
I did enjoy calling you a twisted bitch. That was one of my favorite moments, I think.
It was very fun.
It was very fun. Yeah, I think that's all very true. I like how even in a situation like, yeah, Sai's a jerk, but Liza fully took charge because like just Sai may have some level of confidence, but Liza's the one who has the real like head on her shoulders. So I love when Liza gets to take charge, you know. And again, I know it was in the first episode, but I'm still enjoying the Liza slap. Speaking of slaps.
Yes. Speaking of slap.
I know we already talked about it, but I love talking about it anyway.
Sai needed a slap.
He really did. Well, yeah, no, I remember. Oh, yeah, that's a line in the last episode where Elliot's like, "You really slapped me," and she was like, "Yeah, you deserved it.
You deserved it."
Like, yes, I did think it was. I did like how Liza specifically, like I don't know if anybody caught this, but like, instead of saying you deserved it, she said he deserved it, because Elliot's still definitely grappling with the whole identity crisis thing. So she was just trying to be nice to him. And I don't know if that came through or not, but now you know. Elena.
It's all those little things though that you like put in that I really love in the script, that when you do catch on to them, you're like, oh, like with the Todd thing, where you made the ears joke before anyone knew he was a corn demon, but like to us in the cast, it was wonderful.
We got an in, yeah. Thanks.
I'm so sorry. We were talking about Todd. I was laughing at chat.
Oh, you didn't miss much. We were talking about Todd and his ears.
Okay. I've been laughing a lot in silence.
Dear God.
So
37 in the chat. We've barely started.
Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
No, go in there. It's funny.
The entire episode.
We'll just scroll back to the beginning for chaos round. That's what we'll do.
Yeah. So we're gonna. Okay. So definitely the description, the episode summary that's going in text on the website is don't read the chat, even though they can't read the chat. People listening, that's going to be part of the thing.
Is the video of this going anywhere?
Yes.
No!
Patreon, possibly YouTube.
Oh dear heavens.
Let's make this a Patreon only one.
I should have an ounce of decorum.
Okay, we'll make this Patreon only. That'll entice some people, maybe. You want to see what we're so scared of showing you personally?
You
want to see why we hide Megan behind closed doors? Watch this video.
We keep seeing Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, but what about Pokemon Dick or
No.
It's the
I don't even. Okay.
Are those the two options? Because I think I have the
I have the
Yes, sir. I will take for $60. Thank you.
Is that legal where you are?
Having an
Taking it for $60.
Hey, $60 is $60, baby.
That sounds like a lot of money, honestly.
I was more on about the taking it, to be honest.
Oh, what have we done? Every time
$60 is a lot of money.
All right,
Okay.
I'll pull us back on track.
Yes, please, Elena, please. I was about to say, Elena, God, Elena.
I think my favorite part of this episode was Delia calling Miriam Girl Carlton. That was the best thing ever.
Oh yeah, which you just can't even care to distinguish.
Yeah, but like it's both true and it's not. Like they're so different, but they're also so the same because they're like both so socially inept in the same way, and it was so fun. Yeah, this last arc was a lot of fun, just working with you and Maria and Theo. Like that quartet is just really messed up.
Oh,
a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, the four of us were that was just hella weird. I really enjoyed Ginny and Orville trying to talk about the weird place they left off in, and Martin and Miriam just awkwardly being there.
Yeah, it's like
I'm just openly saying that it sucks being there.
Yeah, it's like please please don't make me listen to this. But yeah, I also really like that, going back to like the first episode, it's like Carlton and Miriam, you're just like, these people could never be friends, you know, and like towards the end, they're just like actual good friends. And I really like that progression. So that was a lot of fun to portray, and just seeing how much everyone blossomed as an actor and as a character was really cool.
Yeah. I think we finally made it through pretty much all the actors. I mean, unless Benji, Megan has anything to contribute.
I had a lot of fun recording this episode.
You were all of the
Hunting.
gunshot noises.
I was every
actually.
single gunshot. I was every single. You ever hear a background noise? That was me.
I really loved your contributions. Can we just for our Patreon subscribers, can we just get one take?
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on. Thank you.
Excellent.
Inspired.
Inspired.
I really
You
felt
can't
like
do better than me.
I really feel
Hey,
like
why do you think I have this job?
When
All
this
right.
blows up at the Oscars next year, when they make a podcast category just for this, we know why.
Speaking of slaps, the Oscars.
Yeah.
Oh,
So did Chris Rock deserve it?
Hey,
Met that man.
if instead of Chris Rock it was a 5-year-old child, would you slap
him?
Without a fucking doubt, bitch.
Wow.
Sound gods, how do you
SOS,
feel about
swing
this
on sight.
episode?
Okay,
Wow.
so
People trying to put
sorry.
Wow.
That one was me. That one was
hey,
me.
To call my
let's
mom.
let's talk about video games. Anyone play Sea of Thieves?
No. Nope. I've never touched the game in my life.
What
I have a
game?
fear of deep water.
You know, just that pirate one.
What? Yeah, what's it called again? I can't remember.
I can't.
It was like
I just
Ocean,
don't like pirate.
Ocean of Bad
things.
Guys.
So I just saw the skull and I was like,
Ugh.
So
Lake of Steely Boys.
oh god.
The Bay of Bandits.
Sound people,
No.
please save us.
Sea of Thieves?
No, someone just say the name. See if these nuts fit in your mouth. Ow!
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Dio.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, Owen and Finn, please talk about anything
I
you
was
have
wise
to say
to
about these
that
last
one.
few episodes before I don't know, we get shut down by the internet.
Okay.
yeah, these nuts joke really edgy.
I think I successfully pulled off my comedic trio in this season finale. If you go back and listen to specific episodes, I hid little rubber duck noises in various different, and I think I managed to get my third one in the season finale episodes.
Yes, I believe you did, and I
You
think we mentioned
mad
this.
lad.
I think I had discussed this before in that I enjoyed your rubber duck sneaking. Yeah, now you have to go back. First of all, yeah, now go back. Can you find the ducks?
Well,
But
you heard
then-
him. It's out there.
How are we just now learning this as a cast? At least
I
me.
feel like I've definitely said this, but I don't know anymore. What is anything anymore?
This is
but
glorious.
Yeah, no, go back and try to find them. I dare you.
No,
I know
you
where they
can't. I
are.
removed everything in post, so I'm just kidding.
Oh, is that why when I tried to listen, it's just silence for about 30 minutes?
Maybe.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so I will say that like I enjoyed that so much. Yeah, that some of the instead of the bleeps for the only thing I'm really bothering to censor in the main podcast episodes are the 4-letter F words, which are censored with rubber duck noises now. That is the official censor sound of Heinous Investigations. Congratulations for starting that.
Thanks. I didn't know I'd made such an impact.
Can we please at some point have Frank address that?
The hidden ducks.
Like it makes a duck noise or something. I was like, oh, that's where you were. I've been looking for you.
It's in the Hammerspace briefcase.
it inhabits. There's like several rubber ducks, like sentient rubber ducks inhabiting the Hammerspace briefcase. Let's do an
This
episode
feels
where
like
they
a joke
go.
written specifically for me.
Let's do an episode where they go into the briefcase and then they just encounter the tribe of sentient ducks.
Bro, that's like the null void from Ben 10. That's sick. Y'all know the null void?
You, sir, have trudged up a treasure trove of memories that I had locked away.
You're welcome.
I do definitely.
I don't
remember
know
Ben
if
10.
I can say thank you or not.
Bro,
For
you know,
being a child.
it started when an alien device did what it did.
Nice. Oh, that was a great theme song.
Yeah, absolute banger.
I just saw that AJ may be coming, and that's very exciting.
She might be what now?
Oh, dang
Hey.
it!
How dare you?
She may be coming.
Just
Finn, can you like drop some bonks in the chat?
I was just saying the truth. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I'm muting.
Ah, got them.
Well,
No one
anyway,
tell-
Finn, did you have like any thoughts just about? Thank you, Finn, for the
Thank
bonk.
you, Finn.
Did you just do you have any notes specifically about the mixing? Because I know specifically for these last few episodes, there were a few notes I left you where I was like, have fun mixing this.
I had a ton of fun with all the panning. That was
Oh,
really fun.
it's
But
a lot
the
of
thing
fun.
I enjoyed the most in like these last episodes, that was like mixing of the PA,
Oh yes.
trying to build it up and making it sound like he's actually speaking from a PA, putting reverbs on and doing the EQs, and that was fun.
Yeah, no, it really ended up
I spent way
sounding
too much time on that, but
well,
that
it
was
showed. It
really
sounds
fun.
Yeah, the end result was great.
it sounded incredible.
Aw.
I loved it, especially like because all I had was the sound effect, and I was like, Finn can go off of just this. He'll be fine. And it blended so well. It sounded perfect. Hopefully we can use that kind of effect again in the future. And oh, AJ, hello. What is
Ooh.
oh gosh. Is she gonna be the only sane one? Probably not.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
I'm here too. I'm here too.
AJ, what is up?
Hello.
you made it.
I did. I'm eating the oh so healthy dinner of slightly crushed egg Reese's peanut butter cups.
Egg. Yes.
Yo.
Incredible.
Egg.
Easter
Reese's
baby.
egg, Reese's egg.
I heard a tip from
Egg.
work that those things slap when they're frozen.
Egg.
This isn't
They
frozen,
do.
but it
I
is
was
chilled.
thinking-
Oh
Please don't eat me.
Reese's products in general are incredible when they're frozen. Okay, actually, have you ever done? Okay, I just discovered this. You take, you know how they have like the thin Reese's, like the thinner. So you take the thin Reese's.
You see what I mean? This is what I warned you about.
I'm so. Twan, what is happening? I was gonna
What?
say you take. Oh God. I was gonna say you take.
I'm
the
being
thin
caught
Reese's.
up on the conversation is what's
Oh,
happening.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the chat. I'm never gonna be able to read this whole chat. No, I'm missing
No.
everything.
I mean,
Uh,
I can't see the stuff that happened before I got
Oh,
in.
it'll come back. It's been going
It's the-
nonstop. So
Yep,
we'll-
spam.
It's the curse of having to moderate this stuff and produce everything. I
Verse
miss
2 will be the
everything
same
fun.
as the first. Don't you worry.
Yeah, well, anyway, I was gonna say thin Reese's peanut butter cup, put it in the freezer, then take Dositos, the peanut butter Girl Scout sandwich cookie, take the peanut butter out of the middle and just put the peanut butter cookies outside of the thin Reese's. Pretty good.
That sounds too complicated for me.
I don't know.
It won't.
It was
They won't
enjoyable.
make it. The none of the ingredients will make it to the point where they get to where they're supposed to be for that. Is what
Mm.
I'm saying.
I get you.
I can't even wait for these to freeze, so they're just chilled.
Fair. Still good.
Yeah.
Would you say that that
Um,
is a regular American diet? Or
It's my
Yes.
regular American diet.
Yes,
Just
it is.
assume
is.
the American diet is not taking care of yourself, and that's pretty much it.
To be
yeah.
fair, all last week, I ate extremely healthy. I'm talking chicken wraps. I'm talking salad. I'm talking fish. I'm talking lots of vegetables prepared lots of ways. I'm talking brown rice.
Whoa, brown rice.
I've been eating healthy. This was a gift.
Mm.
I am not going to frown upon that gift, even if it does go against all the healthy eating I've been doing.
That would
'Cause
be
I have a
that would
wedding
be
to go
insulting.
to next month.
That would be simply insulting to frown upon that gift.
Exactly.
Right? Never mind that I'm going to a wedding next month. I can just throw on some Spanx.
Hey.
Get some shapewear on. Suck it all in. Get Bartholomew, my food baby, contained.
I get a pair of Spanx.
The American
Just
way.
become the sausage.
Be one with the sausage.
Yes.
Eggs, bacon.
So we were just talking about the last few episodes, the finale arc.
Oh, is that what you were talking about? Because that's not what I'm seeing in the chat.
Okay. Don't look at the chat. No one look at the chat.
That is a lawless place.
Very different.
What we're supposed to be talking about in this very serious postseason show, very serious. I mean, yeah, we're supposed to be talking about the last few episodes and just anything noteworthy that we have from that. I just thought, considering that you were a pivotal force in this entire thing, if there was anything you particularly liked in general. I will say I was dying to do the Warriors reference and it came out beautifully. Thank you.
You're welcome. It was funny because after you had me watch that clip, a couple weeks later, my boss started said that as a reference, and I was able to jump in and say it in the right cadence. And her husband was so confused, like, what are you talking about? And how do you both know this? And I'm like, to be fair, I've only seen this one clip of it. But I do recognize what it's from because of that one clip.
Yeah.
Dude, Delia was so scary. In the scene where she's trying to hunt, the Miriam, Ginny, Orville, and Martin crew when she's outside the cave. That is ridiculous. When I was listening to it, I was like, this is really good. You did
also quality.
I was scared
mixing
for
from
me.
Finn. Cave noises, very good. Yeah, no, it was very scary. I really think that came together really well. Super seeing Delia's descent into cartoonish levels of madness is very enjoyable.
Oh man, all the shouting, all the yelling. Drank a lot of tea when recording those lines. Was just sitting there with my mug going, oh, it's empty. It's empty. I need more. Okay.
Yeah. It's a very good dynamic between I know Riff's not here, but it's very fun to see Delia's usual crazy screaming and then Riff's weird, kind of semi-deadpan, Mr. White, raspy hunter voice.
Yes.
It's very interesting and I think it works.
I think it works too. I think he did a good job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can we talk about Riff for a minute though?
I feel like we always do this every time he can't come, which is almost always.
Can we?
I know,
he's not here. We're gonna talk about
it.
Three separate characters
in
one episode, and not even minor characters, but
he has the range.
Has that range.
Yeah. I'm excited for the return of Chester, the shopkeep. That's still my favorite.
It makes me laugh that he plays both my brother and my husband.
2 different characters. Oh yeah. I forgot about
You're right.
Husband, I don't know. Hainsbury is a little weird, so
you're not.
They are a small town.
On one hand, I was like, I'm in New England, or I can confirm that doesn't happen. And then I was like, this is Maine.
Actually, where is Hainsbury? I don't think I've ever really pinpointed. I just know it's New England. It could be anywhere on that big old stretch of coastal New England.
I think I did a bit of research because I was curious and I was like, Hainsbury in New England, and it was like Maine.
Really? There is a Hainsbury. I thought there was. There's an. I think there's an Amesbury or something like that, or it's spelt the same, but it's not pronounced the same. It's something like that, or it's not. The point is, it's not spelt. I know for a fact that there's no Hainsbury's in New England spelt the way that we spell it. After that, though, it could be anything.
Yeah.
I did very limited research on town names. I was just like, good enough. Haynes sounds like heinous. Perfect. Yeah, no, Tuan is probably currently searching where the hell Hainsbury is.
Oh yeah, I'm taking full advantage of my new setup.
Go for it. You're fancy. Do you have dual monitors? You do, right?
Yes, I do.
I was gonna say, I remember this picture of the setup. Yeah, your fancy dual monitors. You have the power.
My fancy 3 monitors.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
He has unlimited power.
Yeah.
Who knows what he could do with 4 monitors?
I don't. I sure don't. I barely know what I'm doing with 3.
The 4th monitor just has a game of Pong constantly playing on it.
Yes.
But it's automated. Tuan isn't even playing it.
Yeah, that exactly.
My other alternative would be it's just constantly playing on loop episodes of X-Men Evolution. I don't know why that came into my head, but it
did.
That's the idle game screen. That's where we keep our idle games.
So I think that we've all I think we've pretty much talked about this finale pretty well. If you haven't listened to it yet, go listen to it. I'm sure you'll have questions, and you can probably reach out to us on our many social medias and Reddit, all in the written episode summary thing there.
Does anyone have anything else to say about the actual show before I completely steer us off course?
Well, I was going to ask some questions.
I
was going to ask some questions generally about this first season now in general,
Okay.
Take what we just talked about and kind of spread it across the season, but more
I'll rescind then.
I do have one thing.
I promised I'd have a fate rant saved up for.
I was mostly just going to say, if you haven't listened to this episode yet and are listening to this first for some reason, please tell us what you think this episode is going to be like before you listen to the episode.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
How many children are we going to slap?
Slapping children.
It all deserves it.
That's, I mean, we made the disclaimer. That's got to be question 1 for Chaos Round, because I mean, we've been teasing them with it for so long now.
Well, what characters would fight a child?
Okay, we will bring that on, but
for fun.
Let's just do kind of I think we'll do maybe I guess we're gonna do one general 2 or 3 in one question. I'm just gonna say about this whole entire season, looking back on it. Do you have a particular favorite moment, either relating to your character or not? And if it is relating to your character, maybe how did you get into I know we've talked about how to get into your character's headspace, but how has that changed? And if it relates to a favorite moment of yours, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'm drinking a lot.
Does
that make any sense?
I think it does. I just feel put on the spot. I feel very underprepared.
I can
go
talk.
first.
Oh, okay,
yeah. As a sound person.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, how do you get into character?
Oddly enough, this is going to be a character. The amount of time I sat purring into a microphone and cooing like a pigeon to get the ghost fish sounds.
Yep.
What? That's how that happened?
Ghostfish is entirely my voice and Audacity trickery.
Oh my gosh. Owen is the ghost fish. You are a character.
That's beautiful.
There are so many sounds in this that you wouldn't even think are my voice, that are just my voice. Because it's so much easier for me to just make a weird noise into a microphone and play with it instead of going and finding something. And
that just blew my mind.
My cat's first bath was made was after I made the water splashing sounds for one of the episodes.
I think that was a recent one.
I put our clothes area in the bathtub, my duvet over the clothes area to muffle all the reverb and echo, and then just splashed about in ankle deep water in a bathtub. And then my cat jumped in and had a bath.
That's
amazing.
That's awesome.
That is incredible. Wow.
Genuinely, I could record myself making some of these noises and you guys would you'd have a field day.
I absolutely would.
Sure.
Honestly, a Foley artist sounds like the most fun that any person could have as an occupation.
Foley is great, yeah.
I feel like it's so hard to break into, but once you're there, never leave.
I've done Foley before. It's a fucking blast. I love it.
Yeah, I did Foley in school and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You just get to sit and have fun and make noises all day. What's not to love about it?
I think a big dream for me would be if this ever suddenly hit it off and got really big and we were able to get this is ridiculously far reaching, but if you're ever to get an office space or workspace and just have a sound lab, that's a dream. Putting that out there.
Sign me in.
Sound
Go tell your friends about the show. We can make this dream a reality.
Podhouse.
Guys, subscribe to the Patreon. I don't know what this is. I'm pushing up my invisible glasses.
Oh, I mean, I do that all the time. I assume this is what.
Well, your
Elliot
glasses aren't
would do.
invisible. I'm just poking at the space between my eyes.
I do that.
I do that too when my glasses are off.
I take my
I always
glasses off
do
to do something, and like I'll be cleaning them,
and you'll do
I'll
this,
be like,
right?
I can't see what.
Yeah, I
go to
kept
put my
yeah.
glasses on.
When I switched to contacts, I
relatable.
kept like poking myself in the head. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, constantly. Yeah, it's a thing. I can't even do contacts. Okay. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, I mean,
jump in because
yeah, go please. I know that I can talk forever, but go.
Mine is also Ghostfish. I think Ghostfish was the arc that finally made the character, Miriam and I click, because the first arc was so new, and like meeting all these new people, like everything was just happening, and it's just like I don't know what I'm doing. But I think the Ghostfish arc was the one where I felt the most like, oh, I kind of understand this person. I can be this person maybe, and that's where it just kind of all fit into place. And it was such an enjoyable arc. And just like listening to it, listening to the whole thing, I still think Ghostfish is my favorite one to listen to.
I really hope to explore more of like what makes Miriam and her beliefs like in like the next season.
Yes.
I think it's gonna happen, and I'm very pumped. We need the season of Miriam.
I just love Miriam being Mulder with a sword. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, fair. Just, I feel like Miriam is one of those people who I feel like always has, like, you don't know, like when they have those comedic scenes in, like certain, and I'm thinking of Sinbad right now, where you like remove all the weapons and it's just endless amounts of weapons.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Underrated. Honestly,
very much so.
But yeah, no, I feel like she's just that person where it would take her like the full hour at least to like get rid of all the hidden weapons on her person.
Yes.
A visual gag that probably will never be realized in podcast form, but it's okay. We know she would. But yeah, no, that's really cool. And I think that's true in a lot of ways, because like I feel like Carlton was such like a driving force and such an audience surrogate in a lot of the first episodes that like I feel like it was kind of hard, especially in the pilot, for the personalities to come through so as much in the other characters. But then yeah, Miriam really owned everything. And I also like, again, I love it when certain characters take charge, and to see Miriam like kind of like tell Carlton that it's like a business partner type thing instead of like being like a number two, where it's more of an equals thing. I do remember that, and I feel like that is definitely where you really got strong with that kind of thing, and it's like with the whole character, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I think that too, and I really like that when the character gets to shine, like Algie during the Vampire Ball, or like Liza during the Invisible Man arc. I really like those moments. They were really cool.
For sure. Yeah, no, I definitely feel that way too. I don't know if anybody else wants to jump in with like maybe like a take that they had from like this season, but I can totally, there's so much hair swirling going on. What's happening? For those
I gotta keep up the twists.
I have no excuse.
Twist, I have to do it.
I'm just stimming.
Fair, completely fair. I was doing that with my wine glass, which I should probably lay off of for a bit.
I normally
this is on a
my hair out.
recording. I have a day job. I hope no one from my job ever listens to this. Oh god.
Oh,
Or my
you're
parents.
right.
Oh, no.
I do too.
It's fine.
I
They're
just
cool.
told
They're chill.
I just told my supervisor about our show.
Oh,
Today.
they're gonna listen to this.
See, I know people from my
Probably.
office don't listen to at least the bonus content of the show because they don't believe me when I'm saying that I'm loud as shit outside of the office.
That blows my mind.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It was my favorite the other night in the workshop, Dio, that we were in. He was like, I need you to be louder. I need you to be louder. And it's like,
yeah.
He could be loud just fine. He just doesn't want to explode your ears.
True.
For real.
And I didn't listen, we were doing impressions of people that we know. And the impression of my high school football coach, he does not have a very healthy voice.
Oh no.
So my initial impression, I wasn't going to yell full out. I'll die doing that, but it all worked out. It's all good.
Oh boy. Do we get to hear the impression now? I'm guessing no, because you have you have food.
No, I'm eating a burrito.
With a fork? Who are you?
Bro,
That's
what?
sacrilege.
Listen, have you ever
It's
had
a burrito
smothered
bowl.
burrito?
Have you never had a
Blasphemy.
burrito that like has the cheese and the salsa on it? Of course I'm
Oh,
not going to
the
eat that
wet
with my
burrito.
hands.
Yeah, a wet
Yeah.
burrito.
Smothered,
What are you just
Elena,
gonna
I would
double
like you
fist
to-
like a stinky diaper burrito like that?
Elena, can you weigh in on
Well,
this
you
at
don't?
all? I know nothing about true actual Mexican food, only stuff that's
She has
strictly
just
corn
BRB'd.
based. Oh yes, she has. I just saw that.
I'll eat it with chopsticks if you want. Like,
No.
Do it. I
that-
don't
I
dog
can't
dare
say
you.
anything. I'd have some weird eating habits, honestly. I
Oh.
could tell you some weird stuff I've done. If you're talking about chopsticks, I've eaten Nutella with chopsticks. Explain
you
that
want
to
to know?
me.
You want to know the best way to eat Oreos? When they're laying in the package, they're laying like vertically. What you do is you take a fork, you stab the cream, you dunk
Yep.
them in the milk, and then you eat it off the fork.
Keeps your
It's a
fingers from
godsend.
smelling like
Dio
bad
is
That
correct.
actually is
milk.
incredible.
Yeah.
And
You
this
can
whole
dunk-
time,
you can
I've
dunk
just
the whole
been-
cookie.
Yes, I love that.
Iconic.
That actually is
iconic.
incredible. I
This whole
appreciate
time,
that.
I've just been dumping a whole glass of milk into my carton of Oreos.
Oreo cereal?
I
that
dump.
point,
Oh, that is
I
a thing.
dump-
Oreo
I
O's,
dump
they're
milk into my
fantastic.
mouth, and then
Oh,
I
yeah.
drop an Oreo into my mouth, and then I chew and swish it around, and then I swallow it.
I already see that we're running out of time on this section, so I am going to, and I know that we only have so much time,
Ew.
so I'm gonna really
Ew.
quickly just say my piece and make it short for once. I think if I'm like thinking back on this season from a directing standpoint, I think we'd be here way too long if I talked about everything from directing and writing. I think I've done plenty of that already in the other like Wildly Abandoned and stuff. I think just from an acting standpoint, I think a big thing for me was really coming into my voice and like finally appreciating it for what it is. Cause you guys will even remember like back in the beginning, you know, I voiced two dudes or at least who identify as dudes. And I had a lot of, I guess, anxiety about like my voice not sounding male enough, and it took me a second to realize like nobody knows what a guy or like what a man is supposed to really sound like. That's all just subjective. And on top of all of that, I think that just that's like on a broader standpoint. I think I've said I've never really liked my voice very much for a huge chunk of my life until only recently when I was really come to appreciate everything that's unique about it. And I think that the other thing is just specifically for Martin and Elliot, I think like if anybody's growth is evident, like everybody has evident growth in their performances as their characters over the course of the season. But I really was so nervous and anxious all the time in the beginning, and then in the earliest episodes, and then slowly I just really started to come into it and embrace it and be just really becoming the characters and really feeling somehow like the character and like truly myself at the same time. So yeah, that was very deep, and I'm surprised I was able to say that so eloquently. We'll be back after this message, I guess.
And for those of you just tuning in, I'm sorry, but you missed the finale of Orville Ball. This season will not be shown again, and you'll have to wait for the next season to start. We're now turning up
7
for
different things went through my head.
trading windows.
Great.
Orville Ball.
Orville Ball.
Oh,
I tried to pick the least sporty character that I could possibly think of, and then give him his
Oh,
own
so
sport.
It was a sport
We
thing.
can't
Okay.
specify what it is. Is it a sport thing? Is it not a sport
Is it
thing?
a ball thing?
At this
Is
point,
it
I
a
don't
ball?
even know.
Is it a thing?
is it a sport
But what
thing? Is it a
kind
ball
of
thing?
ball
As in,
thing?
is it a
What
sport
kind of ball
ball?
thing? There are lots of different ball things. So
But
like
it's
there's
probably an
True.
Orville thing.
I
Balls,
should know.
you
So
say?
many ball things.
Just
It's at
You
least two.
Orville's into
What
ball
were we
things?
supposed to be talking about?
Orbville.
Orville.
See, I feel like that's just a village made out of Orbeez, though.
Unrelated, but I feel like I look so good right now, you guys.
Jessica, you look adorable.
Okay. We're gonna wrap up our final thoughts here, but before we go into something for chaos round, that for the first time ever, I am not really dictating the chaos. So I feel like this whole thing has just been one giant chaos round, but it's fine.
Yes.
That's how it always is.
Dick. Yo. Tate.
As is evidence.
Slapping how many content warnings on this episode now?
There's just a giant censor bar over.
I'm just gonna put not intended. I'm just gonna put not intended for viewers under X years, or listeners under X years.
Not intended for listeners under age 100.
I always see on like the audio drama, the audio drama subreddit. Every once in a while, you'll get one that's like podcasts I can listen to with my kids, and I'm like, nope, not us.
This podcast is intended for people that won't be hunted for sport or fun.
For fun.
No, they're hunting for fun.
All right. So
for fun.
This
podcast is not intended for
I'm lightheaded.
I just kind of
kick flips away.
What do you call it? I just kind of majorly unloaded before. So oh god.
All right.
Okay.
Too much.
Okay. Content warnings.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are raising funds for the horny jail.
The reconstruction of the horny jail.
Every dollar that you donate goes to constructing one brick in the horny jail.
Yo, horny jail is bricked up.
I'm pretty sure last time we checked, the horny jail was demolished and replaced by a Walgreens.
It was. That's why we're raising funds.
Yo,
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Bricked up in the Walgreens that was the horny jail.
We are not sponsored by Walgreens.
Busting it down sexual style in the Walgreens that gentrified horny jail.
You're perfectly willing.
It has been so long since I've made it to one of these, and I was not prepared for this level of chaos.
No,
actually, I actually have to ask Finn and Owen, do you have Walgreens in other countries? I'm assuming no.
Afraid not.
You have green walls?
Never been to one of these.
It's basic. A Walgreens is basically a pharmacy / like convenience store.
It's a Tesco.
No, but like jumping in on this though. What's cool
It's an American version, so it's weird and it's weird.
No, but what's cool about this, I don't know if this is the same in other like US states, but for example, in Chicago, it's like weirdly segregated. So we have like Chinatown, Greektown. If you have a Walgreens in one of these neighborhoods, it will not say Walgreens in English. It'll say Walgreens in Greek. And they'll say on the side, it'll say Walgreens in English, but the main sign will be in like the language. So like if you go to Chinatown, it's like Walgreens.
No, that's a thing.
I live down the street from a Walgreens.
On Long Island, at least, when you go to the areas that are more dominantly Spanish speaking, all of the stores will have like Spanish, and then it'll be like English really tiny.
Nice,
which like fair.
Yeah, that's what I like about that.
Diverse enough
love
to have that.
Unrelated. Okay, I just gotta say really quickly. Again,
we don't even have a Walgreens in my town.
I'm gonna ask Owen. I don't know if you know.
I am the city's diversity.
But do you have any idea why? Okay, so in America we have TJ Maxx. Then I went over to England and it was TK Maxx. Do you understand why? Go.
I don't know. I've only ever heard of TJ Maxx once before. That was in a film, so I thought that was just some sort of weird like American parody thing.
I had a friend who had
TJ Maxx and
explained
TK Maxx are the same store. They're just
they are.
different
I had
in
a
these
friend
countries,
who
and I don't know
that.
why.
I had a friend who explained something about it when we were in Germany, and we saw one because I needed to buy new pants.
Because in the
there are TJ Maxx's in Germany.
Jehovah starts with a K.
Maxx's.
Oh, hold on, let's find out.
Why is
I can ask my cousin in Switzerland.
I just made a great.
Why is it TK Maxx everywhere but America? Why does America suck?
Apparently, the difference between TJ in America and TK in England is because we had a shop called TJ Hughes, and so when they brought TJ Maxx over, they didn't want to get them confused, so changed it from TJ to TK.
Yeah,
and now they're just.
I would believe that.
Technical knock Max.
Jessica says, I believe that. Like, it's not true.
Totally
See, now
not John Max.
Total
Guys,
drama island.
Totally Kevin Max.
It's been a
See, now I
long
just
time.
want to
Totally
take a
Kevin
D&D shop and make it TPK Max.
That's
Any party that
Oh, dude.
enters
in
dies.
my
I love that.
in my current home game, we have there's like every town has like the general store that's like owned by someone, and then there's the corporate store, which is built along like the outer wall of the city, and it's the Walmart.
Oh my god.
And it's great.
Classic.
I personally, my character never shops at the Walmart. He only supports local. It's very important.
I
like that.
actually, you just reminded me by saying that we were supposed to discuss, for those of us who still play in a D&D campaign, outside of this, we got to figure out our schedule, y'all. We should do that after this call. If
That's
anybody
true.
wants to see this bunch play a D&D campaign,
That's
reach
crazy.
out.
Too bad.
Or a
I
one shot.
have some leads on a
I was
new
gonna say
job.
reach out on Reddit.
You
Ooh.
do.
Possibly. Stay tuned
Ooh.
for
Ooh.
more.
I might have some leads
So-
for
Is it
you. as
D&D
well.
related?
I mean, my schedule will change in the next few weeks because I have some leads on new lines of
Oh,
work.
I see you. So there will be more
Which could
D&D.
open up my schedule for more D&Ding, not just participating in the campaign
mean,
that's already existed, but maybe
Do we wanna,
doing more DMing on my own part.
I mean,
love
do
to
we
come
want to
back.
talk about our characters in the current campaign, those who are playing really quick?
Sure,
this our
I play
chaos round?
everyone.
Tuan is our
Called.
DM, correct.
Yes, I am.
I will
DM.
just say very quickly, I won't go too much. I am a 14-year-old boy, so I don't know how much has really changed about myself. I'm a 14-year-old boy who does fire things, and we love that. I don't know, Dio, what do you do?
Wait, do we have
I
the-
play a
we
rogue.
have
His
the
name is
crew
Salazar.
here.
Yeah,
He has like several names. That's like a thing.
Oh my gosh, this is like one of the few times we have all of the players here.
yeah, I know. We got to talk about this. I know
Oops.
it's the time. Naomi, what about your boy?
I play a himbo bard named Soup who plays the kazoo.
That enough should
So
draw you
cute.
into our antics.
Yes, a
Reach out on the
kazoo
Reddit.
bard.
Yes.
Ah.
We also got AJ.
I play a literal soul-sucking child.
Yes.
We should hunt them
That
for
we
sport.
would slap.
Who we recently found out.
And it's technically like most of the soul, she's okay, so all of the souls she sucks in control the body. It's basically like a puppet situation in a way. And so like slapping the child, you'd be slapping a child's body, but you'd be slapping two grown men, a grown woman who have predominant control, and then a whole bunch of other people.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
Theoretically, it might be possible that in one slap you are slapping at least 2 children.
It's possible. I
Double
don't remember offhand
kill.
how many souls I am collectively.
And we don't often ask people's age when they're cultists, so we don't know.
Fair.
Yeah.
2 kids with 1 slap.
If that's not enough to get you interested in what we do outside of
We
this
still have Owen.
We still have
Oh, I forgot about Owen. I'm sorry.
dare
You're in
you.
another country. I feel like you've
How
got
dare you forget Team Dad?
I know he's the team dad. I'm sorry.
I mean, that is basically my character. He's just adopted all of the children in the group and just looks out for them. He also does lots of elemental magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's a lot of homebrew.
Yeah,
Well,
we gotta
it's a bit
catch you.
frosty.
Yes, this
We gotta
is
catch you up
this
on
is
some
a
stuff,
thing
buddy.
that I'm working on.
And it's wonderful.
Also, we took a break streaming on lore for a while, but we are coming back with D&D on lore.
Yay!
I believe in like 3 weeks we're gonna come back. We're gonna finish our current campaign, and then we're gonna start a new campaign in a little bit.
What?
So-
Campaign 2.
Oh my god. You're ahead of Heinous Investigation.
To be fair, there's not like 24 scripts we have to write on account of the show being improv.
That's
very,
true.
very fair. All right, so I'm switching back into the podcast gear after that very broad tangent.
Very good segue.
Oh yes, thanks. I am. Does anyone else have any more thoughts about like the season that they want to like say really quick? Anything like getting into your character?
I mean,
and,
I
like,
think
how
it
that's
was
changed.
I think it was fun getting a chance to explore the multiple characters that I've gotten to play. Giant Worm,
Yes.
Delia, Lavinia.
Nobody deeper
Paula.
than Giant Worm.
Giant Worm was classic.
Assorted side characters that are usually in Paula's voice.
Oh, I just assumed it was just all Paula.
I mean, it is all Paula, but you know, I make these side characters that are unnamed into Paula.
I hope Fraternicus Brodicus gets to come back.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nowhere in the land.
Oh, this party's off the freaking hook, man. I love that guy.
Love that guy.
Fraternicus Brodicus. He's great.
He is wonderful.
I was gonna say the vampire arc was one of my favorites, partly for the chaotic drunk scenes and just all of the chaotic drunk characters that existed. Lena, what was your character? What were the two girls? What were their names?
Becky and Jabeki.
Becky and Jabeki.
Becky and
different
Jabeki.
arc,
That's
damn
right.
it.
Different
Oh,
arc.
it was a different
but
arc. My bad.
I feel like Becky was also present at the Vampire Manor.
Oh,
because that's what Becky would be.
That is
fair.
Yeah.
Becky, she's like 17. She's like, I'm gonna sneak in. What these rich people not gonna let me drink their booze?
Becky's like, my parents don't know where the fuck I am, so I'm like hanging out with these hot vampires. Although they don't look like vampires, they're like humans.
Oh my
So
gosh,
hot.
it's just like Twilight.
It's just like Twilight. Can I be like the fella, please?
With Stefan
Huge
Niemeyer the
Twilight.
third. Are we sure it's like Twilight?
No.
Becky is the best. Becky's
There's absolutely no parallels between Stephanie Meyer and Stefan Niemeyer.
Yeah.
Third.
No.
Completely
all.
different.
Any
characters.
likeness to living people is purely coincidental.
I think that I will say I think about the vampire arc often. I think that
Me
was
too.
I mean, yes, we had a lot of good runs in the first few arcs, but I feel like the vampire arc is where a bunch of us hit our stride.
I got to lose it.
You did.
That was
Algie
so
went
funny.
wild in that.
What are these?
Oh,
Lord Odysseus.
another kitty is present. Hooray!
Oh, Lord
Rescue
Odysseus,
kitty.
it is so good to see you, my friends. Aren't you the most delightful little kitty I've ever seen?
I can attest we were all on our best behavior.
Well,
round boy.
He is
I
shunning
feel as
you.
though that is false.
Yes.
Patently false.
AJ's
He
cat has
shuns.
entered.
Oh, now he's
I will
hiding.
pay
Oh,
the
there he
penance,
goes.
Lord.
Ooh, there he is.
Subscribe to us on Patreon. You can see all the
It
cats.
See
Yes.
all of our
I was just gonna say
Baby.
sorry, audio
Lord
only people.
Odysseus.
Nimue
Yeah.
peeked in here a little bit ago. I had
One
her for a
piece
bit,
rich.
but she fled.
Yeah.
So
Audio
now I just have
description.
Odysseus.
There's
Audio
a good cat.
There-
Good cat.
There are
I
two
actually
good
like
cats.
her.
Owen has a cat too, who is
Yes,
Audio
there are two
description.
good cats.
There are two good cats who would not be afraid to slap children.
The very good
our
cat is
tablets
Very
with white
fun.
tummies.
I like how we feel
The
like Nimue
very
came
good
in,
cat's
felt
white
the
belly is
presence of the
showing.
chat, and was just like, nah,
And
nah.
just-
One significantly chunkier than the other.
Hey.
You love
The
how
chunkier the better.
One
I
of the people
feel
are significantly
Owen
chunkier
holds
than
his
Agreed.
cat.
Look at the baby.
Oh,
Odysseus
there's so
wants to be a
many.
prince. Nimue wants to be a dragon.
I love them.
Long
Little
hair,
babies.
both
I
cute.
told you guys that Nimue plays fetch now, right?
no.
Yes.
Oh.
Is this with matches?
No.
Smart.
So she
Such a smart.
She learns that if she brings toy mice into my bed, I throw them out of my bed. And when I throw them out of my bed, she thinks it's fun to chase them. And she realizes if she brings them back into my bed, I throw them again. And now I don't even have to be in my bed. I can be sitting on my floor. And suddenly I have a little mouse and her chirping and purring and rubbing on me.
Lovely.
Do you think then that Nim
Oh, today
picked
was
you to play fetch?
I've seen the others do this. We
You need to
must
fend for
We
yourself.
must.
All right. I'm gonna
Human.
just before we
Let's learn
hit the
to
chaos
kill.
round of your designing whatever you people you fiends have come up with in the chat.
I am not included.
Is there
in
any?
this.
Are
My
there any
hands are
final
clean.
thoughts about this first season that anybody wants to get out? Speak now or forever hold your peace. That's a thing
Cool
people
season.
say. Yeah,
Top deck.
pretty cool.
I'm very
Pretty
excited.
poggers.
Watch Toradora.
Okay, wait.
Based.
I am going to be
Rating out of
heartful
4.
for a moment. When I auditioned for
You-
this on casting call, I had no idea if it was even going to come into fruition.
Oh,
I just thought it sounded really cool. And then we had our first meet and greet, and I was like, that was really awkward. Then we had our first like rehearsal, and I was like, oh God, I did such an awful job. But just it has been such a fun ride, and getting to know everyone has been such a great part of it. Like audio gods included, it's been really cool to get to know everyone, and just it's been a great time. And I'm so thankful.
Yeah,
I agree. And it's
Yeah.
been the first time I had gotten to
Mhm.
act in so many years, and getting to do it in something that's become such a production, something on this scale was something that I never imagined I would get to participate in.
Mm.
I mean, we have sound gods.
Yes, I
Yeah.
see them. They're there.
That's
Yeah.
something I never would have been mentally prepared for with doing something like this. You know, you see the little casting call club and you're like, okay, well, we'll do lines. It'll probably just be, you know, fun, but maybe thrown together. We'll see how it ends up turning out. And it's become this.
yeah.
I think that's really neat. So just bouncing off of what was already said.
Well, I mean,
That.
yeah, I mean, thanks
Exactly.
you guys. Thanks to all of you voice actors, editors, because for me personally, this just started out as something that I did to like keep myself occupied and blow off some steam for like a few years, mainly I think during college. And I never really like a lot of times when maybe I can have insomnia sometimes. So like there were just some times where like I couldn't sleep at night, where I'd like pull up these like awful drafts of some of these episode scripts and read them doing all the characters and I'm just like never thinking it would go anywhere. And then you guys have really just all brought it to life. And I think it's just been absolutely incredible. And I think beyond anybody's dreams right now. So just thank you guys. Thank everybody who listens. And hopefully that number just keeps growing. I think that's a pretty good place to leave off, unless, I don't know, I feel like we have an opportunity here for the sound people. If there's anything particular you wanted to say. I mean, I know Owen said something, but Finn, if you had anything just fun and noteworthy to say, you can, or just, I don't know, putting you on the spot.
I'm so sorry. This was the wrong time to laugh. Based on what you're
No,
saying.
it's fine. It's
No,
fine.
but
sorry.
chat.
You, Bradley.
Hold on.
Light a candle for
I
Brad.
light the candle.
I just don't want to end on me, and I can't even look at the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad,
Light
we
the candle.
fucking hate you.
Who's Brad? What's the beef?
I made
Owen, were
such
you not
amazing
privy
friends
for
throughout
this?
No.
Oh my
We'll
God.
tell you when we're not
Free
recording because
Owen?
it's personal.
Rip Brad. He
Rip
has been
Brad.
remembered with no fondness.
Yeah,
We don't need to talk about that.
I love my friends. I love heinous investigations. Let's find out what kind of dare we are.
Okay.
I
will
don't know
say
what
though,
this means.
I will say, okay, we'll have
Just
to
go
have
with
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
okay, bonus content in the future though. I have a few ideas, and one of them may actually be involve editor conversations. Just putting that out there for you two in the future. Same for a couple of other of you voice people. Look out for that. We definitely have bonus content coming. Those are just some ideas. Maybe we'll do some D&D stuff. Maybe we'll do some other readings and stuff. Maybe we'll do some non-canon stuff. We don't know. So
Stay
back to
tuned.
Dio.
We're
What
gonna
did you-
do the
Fresh hell.
what's your dare type
What's
quiz
your dare type?
from
Oh my
quizondo.com.
I can't even
Classic.
find the link. I found it.
Quizondo.
I also
Oh,
put the link in
what a
Discord,
name.
which is
I
much
got
less
it.
buried. So
Yeah.
Before
What
you
have you
start the quiz,
done?
they give
What have
the
you-
dare.
Okay, as
What have you
somebody who's
monsters
not
done to this
familiar with this
chat?
type of content,
They're
I'm
anime
going to
tropes.
need-
I was going to say the same
So-
thing.
They're anime
on
girl
the-
tropes.
Yeah,
it'll
I
end up
don't
yeah,
watch-
they're
I'm more of a
there's-
K-drama person
there's-
than an
yeah.
anime person.
So dare, I'll explain this for people listening as well. Dare is essentially the suffix, I think I don't know what it means because I'm not good at Japanese, but
let's find out.
It's the second part of the boiling down of several stock anime characters, particularly female characters. Like you have the tsundere, which is she's like aggressive and mean, but like is actually like a big softie inside. You have the kudere, which means cool dere, which is someone who is emotionally distant and like kind of like the cool, like sometimes called like the mature, quiet one. You have the dere and the genki dere, which are both this emotional output. That's right. You have the genki dere and the dere, which are both like the happy-go-lucky types, the baka dere, which is the idiot one, whole lot of other ones. It has a list there on the quiz. Take it like a regular personality quiz, and we can dissect your results a little bit more.
So are we doing it as us, or are we doing it characters? Because I heard people talking about character.
I think we should do.
Let's do once as ourselves first.
Agreed. I think we should do like a test speed run, and then we'll attempt
between sound gods and the people who play children,
they ain't in this.
They're not going to be able to participate in the character one.
Oh, I got Benji's result. Oh. He's a child. Fucking weirdo.
Get out, freak. A child who we will not be slapping.
It's coming for you.
I would never slap him. If someone slaps Benji, they're fucking dead.
Dude. Me holding Benji. I've only had Benji for a day, but if anything ever happened to him, I'd kill everybody in this room and then myself.
Oh, yes. Love that.
I agree.
Okay, let's do this.
You see your crush in the school corridor.
Oh dear.
I completely ignore him because that's exactly what I did.
I'm a blush and not bump into him person.
I can't answer these questions. My cool and incredibly calm facade.
I don't know what to do.
Oh yeah, no, actually, that last one is me.
I'm confused.
I'm confused always. How do you confess your love to your crush?
Ew. You don't. You keep it in your chest and then you die.
I will not. It should be confessed to me.
Literally, though.
God, I don't know. I guess
I don't feel like any of these are me.
You just gotta go to the closest one.
I guess that that one's the closest.
Okay, that's fair.
I guess
I guess I like you. Would you be able to kill someone for the sake of is that someone a child?
Is that someone a child?
Because if it's a child, without hesitation,
guys,
I feel like I need more context for why I'm killing them.
Yeah, can we go back? Do you remember when the severity of my jokes went off?
The typical scenario here.
Yo, you lost your skin privileges. Send that bitch over here right now.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I could kill for love. That's
me neither.
But like, why are we killing? Are we defending somebody from an attacker?
I think the typical scenario is somebody else for love.
No.
Classic Romeo and Juliet
Yandere Simulator. Nah,
no one be worth that. Sorry,
men are not worth that shit. Sorry.
What books do you like to read?
Right.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go
manga. I want adventure in the great wide somewhere.
I read manga.
I feel like adventure is too broad. I feel like adventure is technically part of all of these genres.
Yeah,
exactly.
everybody goes
That's
on
why
an
I clicked
adventure.
it, because anything that has an adventure is it could be a fantasy adventure, a historical adventure, a sci-fi adventure. As long as there's adventure and not
I should have gone that route, but I'm just too
a sex
out of
adventure, also known as a sex
as long as it's
adventure.
not Ernest Hemingway, it's an adventure.
True.
But what about the importance of being earnest?
I like part.
Okay.
We are Wildly Productions.
Banger play.
So wait, what kind? I like how a question on the personality test is what kind of person
are you?
That's what you're telling me, quiz. I don't know.
Let me know why I got the gay test.
Which
gay
one
test
is nihilist?
Are you gay?
A nihilist?
Yeah.
A
nihilist? Not a nihilist, just nihilist. I just said
gay quiz. Are you gay? Check yes,
no. I think nihilist.
Literally.
What a nihilist is.
It's like it's worth it. Nothing's worth it.
Nothing's.
Oh,
worth
I know.
it.
That's what I am. I'm asking for the closest option.
I would say somewhere between a realist and a pessimist.
It's a pessimist who calls themselves a realist.
Well, that's nihilism, baby.
Think kind of like how Psy is in the last arc.
No, Nietzsche was right. To live is to suffer, bro.
Bro,
See, it
Nietzsche.
depends, 'cause
Zendaya is Nietzsche, bro.
I don't even know what the
What?
context of that is, but that's fine.
Classic.
We've only got so much
Classic,
I don't know
time.
what's
classic
happening.
meme.
Best
I don't know how
date
to respond.
idea.
I'll send the Zendaya is Michi thing at some point. God, I forgot we're recording.
Yeah.
Wait, stop it.
There is Michi.
Date idea.
Yeah, best date idea. What do we
Where
got?
is stay home and watch anime? Fuck.
Theo's asking the
you
real
do
questions.
You could do a night at the cinema.
At
The cinema is your
cinema.
bedroom.
No one calls
No,
it the
true.
Actually,
Nice
plenty of
cinema.
people do,
Not
just
just
not
the
America.
cinema.
I do
because we're
call
weird.
Twan. I do call my bedroom and my TV the cinema because I spend every
Lady
night
Killer
there.
Dio.
Hey guys,
No.
the TV in my apartment still doesn't work.
No.
What?
What's more important in your life?
I'm gonna go amusement
thought it said
park,
high
'cause I'm
earrings.
I'm still trying to
crazy.
figure out date idea because all of
Yeah,
these are just
same.
like, why would I want to do these with a person?
Oh, you don't want to go to
Wow.
an amusement park with another
Yeah,
person?
I
All
did
of
that.
these are
Not
out.
romantically.
Because
I'd
amusement
like-
I
I'd
don't
like
want to
to
do
fun
any of
with
these
other
things
people.
romantically. I just
I like
want to
em-
do them on my own.
I like amusement parks.
I love an
Or like a
amusement
platonic
park.
friend date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would
Am
do
I
all of these things with a friend, but I wouldn't do all of these things as like a first date or something.
Oh,
I
no.
think
But
that's
you-
just
I'm a-
stupid. Or
Does
even
it
like a third
specify a
date.
first date?
Y'all, I'm already on
It
the
just
next
says
No,
best.
it just
question. You
says
gotta
a date,
catch up.
but like I don't do
Would you-
dates.
Best date.
Would
I
you
don't
take
like
your
dates.
romantic partner to an amusement park?
I
Yes.
wouldn't.
Yes.
If I'm with
There's
my
your
romantic
answer.
partner, we're not going out somewhere. That's all I'm gonna say.
We're gonna stay.
Jeez, AJ.
Yeah.
If I'm dealing with a romantic partner, I'm doing what I want to do with that romantic partner, not wasting time.
Which is go on roller coasters because we are children of God.
What am I like? Am I quiet and shy, focused and determined?
Oh, are we still
cheerful and
going forward?
romantic,
I was waiting for everyone.
nice and
Oh, no.
affectionate,
See, I
logical
didn't
and
realize that we
clever,
were going through all of them together, and I definitely
open
Yeah.
and funny.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna cruise on through this if we're not doing this
What if
together.
I'm all of
I'm gonna be
these?
cruising for a bruise.
Yeah, what
Which
do
of the
you
following
like?
anime do you like the? Yo, Toradora, baby!
Did
I
anyone
need to-
else's
I'm gonna
mics
throw-
just
I
cut
don't
out?
know, but what are you like? I'm
Exploded.
different around different
See,
people.
I feel like we have a
I don't
challenge
like
now. This
these
is one of the times
questions.
challenges.
I'm
Straight
determined,
up-
but I'm not
straight up,
focused.
We all
This list of
Hey,
anime,
why?
controversial. This list of anime, Toradora is the only correct answer. The other ones are
I've
Angel
never
Beats,
watched any of
Naruto,
them.
School Days, Ori Monogatari, and Kill la Kill. Kill la
I
Kill's
have not
actually
What if I
pretty
watched
haven't
fire.
any
seen
of
any
these
of them?
Kill la
animes.
Kill is pretty fire.
Haven't
Maybe
seen
that
James
one
is
should
with
be.
me.
Naruto.
Okay,
Why
then
is
fine.
Jujutsu
Which
Kaisen
one?
not on this?
For everybody
True,
out
I
there
agree.
Closest to
listening,
JoJo's.
hey, for everyone out there listening, this is my fault. I mentioned Toradora, and it's all gone downhill.
'Cause
I've
it's a
never
good
seen.
show.
I don't know which one to click. I've never seen any of them.
I know, same. I want to say Naruto just because he's a little fox man, right?
I do
Honestly,
like
that's
Naruto.
the only one I've heard of, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
click that.
same.
I
Prior
hate
Yes,
to
same.
the
Naruto, so I'll
Toradora
just
being
name
talked
boy
about like
comes
today.
Kill a kill. I know
I have,
of
wait,
it.
I have to
feel
figure out
like
which kind of
You
person
liked
I
it
am.
right away.
Again,
I feel like
watched,
this is a timed challenge now. Can we all get through
Yeah,
the
we have
test
5 minutes and 30
tell
seconds.
Our,
I'm gonna go with
so
Toradora.
get through the test and tell what dere we are.
Lovely
in the
comes
next
to your
5
school
minutes,
or
25
work. Select
seconds.
him right away. Let's
all
go.
right, give me a
What
second.
do
I
you
don't like these
do?
questions.
Attend the
This
student
I'm not
employee
reading them
comes
out
to your
loud anymore.
school / work. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, Dio, which one's the closest to JoJo's?
Probably out of those, best bet would probably be Kill la Kill.
Okay,
Question
that's what I'll pick.
11 sucks.
Yeah, you're right.
all of them.
Honestly,
suck.
I think Kill la Kill.
This
is
one
better
sucks
than JoJo's.
especially.
Uh,
Like, what do you mean by this?
Believe me when I say the only anime that I like is JoJo's.
I know.
How can somebody be nasty, quiet, and helpful all at once? I don't understand these.
What do you
Yeah, it's like
mean?
helpful. I hate it when people are helpful and
Oh,
also
nice.
nice.
I like how it's yeah, I know. I like how it's like people you dislike, mean and happy. Well, I
Mean
mean,
and
Person's happy to be here, but he's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like
what
that's
do you
actually
like?
a person
It's an
I
algae.
don't like is when they're mean and still happy in their lives.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
I
like-
clicked
"Ooh,
that
just
one
suck."
because
Yeah, that's fair.
half the people in the bar that I work at.
What traits
the
should your
later-
ideal
Previous?
boyfriend
More
have?
previous?
Why are we all? Why is it only?
I
Why?
don't know.
Yeah, only.
But I
that.
gave
Just
They're
mine.
say it's your
assuming you're a
ideal.
man.
Just say it's your
Keep
ideal
mine.
partner.
Because
Saying, like, I'm
Dere
not
and
dating a
anime are
man.
typically straight women.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm not-
very true, Dio.
I'm just clicking
Yes,
things at this
that's what I was
point.
thinking.
Guys, is it? Do I set myself too low when it says what is your purpose in life? And I was like, be happy, and that's not an answer.
No,
No.
that's
that
all I
your-
want.
Though.
Is that
That's
too
all I
low or
want.
too
It's the truth.
unrealistic of an aspiration?
It's the
Oh.
truth
Seems
answer.
way better than
Dio,
me
that's all I
saying
want.
be rich. So
Oh, I would just love it if my boyfriend was nasty. Not in like how he acts, like how he speaks to me. He's like, "You're fucking useless." I'm like, "I love you, babe."
Yeah, you should watch Hori
The
Mia.
sweetest thing you've told me all day.
He's like, "I wish you died." I'm like, "Honey, anything for you."
Well, I made it to the end. I just started clicking boxes.
What do I want my boyfriend to be?
This, guys, I think
I'm
this was
going
a great
with it.
idea.
It was. What have we done?
It's like when we took the sorting
I'm gonna
hat
say it
quiz.
again. Can we get what have we
3
done on a
minutes,
t-shirt?
9
that's what I want to
seconds.
know.
What have we
Wait, like,
done?
does
that
everyone
like our
here
next
know
move?
their Hogwarts house?
Yes.
We did the Hogwarts house.
How do I behave in the presence of a loved one, like a goddamn crazy person?
Wait, but who here
Yeah.
is a Slytherin? That's all I need to know.
My husband is, but I'm not.
No one except me and BJ are Slytherin.
Both me and my characters from the podcast are Hufflepuff, confirmed on a previous episode of Wildly
I'm a
Abandoned.
puckwudgie.
I'm kind of sad that there are no more
remember what
Slytherins
way.
in this group, but it's fine. I guess.
No, I'm a Ravenclaw, but I would be equally at home as a Hufflepuff, I think.
Yeah,
I'm a
no, I
Gryffindor.
also am kind
I'm a
of straddling
Gryffindor.
the Hufflepuff Ravenclaw
I'm a
line
Hufflepuff.
personally.
Because I feel like
Redheads for
a lot of
Gryffindor.
my interests and personality, like the values that I have,
All right,
there's
I finished.
I'm almost there.
I finished
I've
as
also
well, but
finished.
like I
Finished
said,
Yeah, I'm pretty
I just
sure I'm
started clicking.
Hufflepuff.
I think we should end this and give our results after, but I'm almost done, so I'm just gonna keep stalling until the time runs out.
Just keep
Benji?
stalling.
Is a Ravenclaw.
Oh no!
Yeah,
That's right.
he is.
I'm a
I will
Hufflepuff.
say, Cersei is 100% a
Jamie just got Yandere.
Slytherin.
I did.
We're gonna still go over these.
All right, so if
Alex.
we turn on the news and suddenly Jamie's on
Send
there,
that to your
we'll
partner and be like,
What?
Honey,
can
you
I
cannot
say?
leave.
Jamie.
Can't help being a Gemini.
You're a Gemini too, or are you a May or a June Gemini?
I'm not. I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh, yeah. Well, Sagittariuses are also like that. So
Oh, you,
Can I say?
you know about zodiacs, Megan? Can you confirm that I'm Aquarius, like everyone else in the universe has?
yes, I can
Meg, what do you-
strongly confirm
Wait,
that.
wait.
Meg, what do you think
Megan,
my sign
Megan,
is?
Megan, what do you think we are?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I'm not
Wow.
that smart.
We're
Um,
opening a can of worms here. We still have this one quiz to get through.
Lena, for some reason, my brain's saying Scorpio or Leo.
I'm a Scorpio, yes.
There you go. I don't know. I'm bad at this shit. I just know that every man I've dated has been like a Cancer, and every time the internet's like, the stars are like, get fucked, and I'm like, I'm trying, babe.
Would you have been able to guess
Meg.
that I'm Sagittarius?
Probably not. Dio.
Oh my
Guess mine,
god!
you have
What they're
12
like.
For some
chances.
reason,
You have
got less than
12
a
12
minute.
chances. For some reason, my brain's saying Libra, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
That's
okay.
correct.
I just finished the quiz. And
Ooh, for
here
two,
are our
baby.
answers.
Starlight
Okay.
over here.
damn.
All
Meg,
right.
you're good.
Let's cut out and get back to our
All right.
answers here, and then maybe we can do
Yeah.
one more round for the podcast characters.
Find
Let's
out next
go.
time.
Find out.
On
On
JoJo's Bizarre
Toradora.
Adventure.
Let's
It's
go.
not like I like you or anything, Babaka.
Babaka.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Babaka.
Perfect segue. So are we all just gonna do these results one at a time? Because
Sure.
I miss sewing.
I'm
Oh,
like
that
me
came
back
out.
Zoom lady or
That
else.
came out my mouth.
I mean, I
found
feel like
out
we
what
if
day.
anybody happens to catch Jamie's before this break.
Yeah, let's start with Jamie.
uh,
Guys, so apparently I'm yandere. So I explicitly chose anytime there's
Yeah.
a murder option. I said no.
I know. What? Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry.
yandere means in Japanese means to be
Yes.
sick. The yandere personality is mental illness.
And it's like, wow.
For those
Wow,
who aren't
really?
weebs, the yandere is the one who like ends up stabbing the boy at the end of the show.
Yeah. Out of love.
Out of love. Out
Yeah.
of love.
Hey.
Can I-
those
Yeah.
normies in the crowd, Himiko Toga is a great example. Yandere Simulator, also a great example.
Uh,
For
Wow,
those
we
of
gotta
you
think
who've
of her name.
watched School Days, what the fuck is wrong with you? I've also,
Wow.
dude,
The call out post.
Yukako from
School Days
JoJo's
is
Part 4.
rough.
Can I also put out there while we're on this that I also got yandere?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Fuck.
the yandere personality is mental illness.
This test is rigged.
Okay, the personality is mental illness. That sums me up pretty hard, though.
Yeah, deadass. Same.
Yeah, I'm not sure how accurate this thing is.
Yeah.
For one thing, it relates entirely
some
to
words.
how one reacts
Some
when they're
words.
romantically interested. For example,
Fair.
Sorry, I
my
have
result
to.
was a dandere. Dandere is characterized by shyness.
I
Such a
also got
character
that.
would love to participate in conversations, but is too embarrassed or afraid to do
He's
so.
just a little shy.
Dio.
And like, I guess I'm loud as shit when I'm around you guys, but I'm shy around new people. So
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, I also got that, but I don't know that I really consider myself shy. I'm just disinterested in having conversation
you're
with
much
people.
you're much more of a cootere than a dandere. Yeah.
I just
See,
Yeah.
I got
Should we
that
try
one.
a different quiz?
What is
I
that?
don't know what that.
Oh, and what's
means
a
either.
kudere? Since it's
So-
yours, apparently.
I
See,
got
don't-
the
I
kudere,
don't-
and I don't know that that's me.
I don't
I
feel like
also
it's
got
me
the
either.
kudere.
Right?
Kudere
What
is
is this?
the cool.
The cool,
dere.
yeah.
Just as
Oh.
Tessundre seems to be seemingly calm and serious, kudere really is.
Okay, yeah, but I
itself
feel
comes
that for
from the
you.
Japanese pronunciation of the word
What do you call it?
cool.
I feel that for you, Meg, though.
But I got the
feel for that.
tsundere on this. And
Kinda
that's
same for you.
true.
Oh, it's accurate.
Oh, that's
that's
accurate. Never
Yeah.
mind. This test is fine.
Lainey, I think you and I got accurate ones. I got a dere.
I
Yeah.
also got dere dere.
Okay, but to
Yep.
be honest,
I thought
I
I
am
will-
not cool.
okay, I will say though, for the record, I mean, it kind of, I will say yandere, I can't say it's 100% accurate for me, but I will say it did peg me in the idea that I define the term hatred as, oh, I knew that was coming. Yeah, I know. I said peg. I get it. I knew that was coming. You guys always do this to me.
Yeah.
What does peg mean?
Don't read the chat.
Well, when you're a yandere, it means you strap somebody to a board and throw knives at them.
Lena.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so anyway, I was gonna say it gets yeah, what do you call it? It really it accurately describes me in the fact that I describe the term hatred as the ability to, I don't like to say I hate people, but I will say that I hate someone if I think I could kill them in a murderous, like blind murderous rage. So it's in there somewhere.
Okay. Yeah.
And, I mean, okay, in the name of fairness, I feel like it is literally impossible for Lena to answer any dere quiz honestly and not get tsundere.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like,
You would have to
regardless
lie.
of how skewing the results are, like that is a universal absolute.
I think we can
I-
also assume it's
I'm
the
pretty
same for
sure-
her podcast character
Yeah,
as well.
I'm pretty sure. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's Newton's fourth law.
Newton's fourth law.
Yeah, I
Lena
Lena
is
is a
always
tsundere.
tsundere.
Anna Garcia must be tsundere.
Good lord.
Hey, speaking of tsunderes, watch Toradora because it has a tsundere in it.
Oh my gosh. I never should have
Alternatively, watch
mentioned
JoJo's Part
Toradora
4
in
'cause it
front
has
of
a
you.
yandere in it.
All right.
School Days has 2 yanderes in it.
Oh,
So
no.
Oh,
that show is rough. I recommend it to no one.
How do you have
which one is School Days? Is it the one I'm thinking of?
So
the bad
okay,
one? I'm guessing.
I
To
haven't
briefly
seen it, but I know what
summarize.
it's about.
to briefly summarize, School Days
Spoiler
was
free
based-
version?
Yes. So essentially, School Days was based off of an eroge, which is an erotic game. It was a dating sim,
Mhm.
and essentially, the premise of the show is the annoying fuckstick of a protagonist is trying to do a perfect route where he bangs all the women.
Oh.
Oh, this is
As-
not what I was thinking of.
Yeah, the
Understandable,
show
And
is.
it doesn't go well for him.
It does not.
As it should.
Gee, I wonder why.
The show is so, but like the thing is, that sounds like a really silly, fun, trashy romp. It's so bad. It's
Oof.
so like I was physically uncomfortable through most of the last half. And the problem is everything leading up to the show being like uncomfortable and actually like vaguely interesting half of the time. The first half of the show is just like a shitty rom-com. Like it's just the jokes don't land, the jokes aren't funny, the fan service is tasteless, and I'm like, This show sucks. It's a bad show that then just gets worse. And then the ending, people like, but that ending is iconic. Fuck it. 1 out of 10. Bad show. Don't watch it.
Ooh,
tell me what the ending
hot
is.
takes.
7 episodes with 1 episode. You can't do that.
Just tell me what the ending is. You can just like DM it or whatever, but
Okay.
I don't know if you want to like
it.
have it on the recording.
We're not
Okay.
spoiling. Of
Yeah,
all
let's
the
not-
crimes,
Recording.
of all the crimes that
Real
we
talk,
committed
real
tonight,
talk.
spoiling
No,
is
no,
not one of them.
I think spoiling School Days is doing you a favor because you don't have to watch the show.
Snape
I can
kills
condone slapping
Dumbledore.
children, but I draw the line at spoiling an anime.
Okay, if you don't want me to spoil this,
Oh, it's
dumb
excuse. I got the
anime.
meme wrong. I can excuse slapping
I
children.
won't spoil the dumb anime, but
God, please tell me. I gotta know. I'm so fucking nosy.
Me too.
DM.
Is
Owen
everyone
is
okay with me
ready. I don't know what
spoiling it?
Owen is ready
Okay,
for.
Just put
you know
it
what?
in, like,
Spoil
put it in the
it. If you
Discord
don't-
and
Not in
spoiler
the
tag it.
recording.
Okay, yeah, spoil it. Oh yeah, you could also do that. Put in the Discord and spoil tag it, just so we don't ruin.
God.
Don't
Say, like,
want
school days
spoilers for school
spoilers
days.
to
Or does
the
it
I
be-
have to type
You know, the
so
listeners who
much.
clearly take our word as gospel at
I
all
have to
times.
type so much to put it in the
It's
Discord.
okay. Then I'll just look it up. I'll just read the Wikipedia page. It's okay.
Yeah. I can wait until after.
Okay, so are we gonna? Anybody else
Wikipedia
need
page
to
has some
dispel their
separate
results? Naomi, what did you get?
I got dere.
Which one
my
is
God.
that? Darn it, I don't remember.
Like the ooh woo.
The
The
super
Ah.
personality is always energetic and happy, does not change in the presence of the person she is infatuated with. Often dere is associated with moe, the reaction of viewers to characters that evoke strong and positive feelings.
I mean, I believe
Marin.
that for you
It's
and your
the
podcast
nice one.
character. You are
Yeah.
definitely
Marin.
a lovely shining light in this podcast.
You.
In this depraved, depraved pit of insanity. You are there.
How do I type spoilers into Discord again? Because
It's
I'm gonna
two
start
of
getting
the
into
big
There's a
tall
spoiler
lines
mode.
on either side.
2 bars.
What big tall lines? The letter L.
The one
They're
next to
gonna
the
be-
backslash above the enter bar.
Yeah.
Is that?
Oh, that one.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now the big question: are we doing this again, but with the podcast characters for those of us who can, who aren't children?
Someone.
Oh
can
wait,
pick
Owen, did
Cersei
you
if
do
they
this or
really
no?
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
he
did
said
you
he
get?
got
I missed
I got
it.
Kudo.
Emily got Kudo.
Oh, right.
Same
You're in
as-
the,
Killing
you're
it
in the
on
cool
the
crew.
today.
Although
Yeah, I believe that.
Icons, legend
Pretty cool,
stars.
really.
Based on
pretty
what I
cool
know
that-
about you, that makes sense to me.
The
Okay.
cool guys.
So for
I think
those
all
of us, I think we
matched
could
with
pick
somebody
a.
else
I think we could pick a podcast character because a lot of us double
to
voices.
dissect.
So
I am going to bounce off, but I love you all.
okay. Yes, you got to run
You're all
fair.
so
Go.
wonderful.
You gotta go
for
run that
that.
fair, bro.
Run it.
Hi.
Sweet dreams.
Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Bye.
We love Emily in this house.
Uh-huh.
The pod house.
Dude, when is the pod house happening?
I know. We need to. If you want the pod house to happen, subscribe on Patreon or whatever you have to do. I don't remember if it's subscribe. What is it on Patreon?
To join a tier on Patreon.
Yeah, exactly. Sign up for any of our tiers on Patreon, and you can see the podcast, the pod house happen. All right.
No, pledge is Kickstarter. It's just support on Patreon.
Yeah, I think you support.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think you just
okay,
support on
okay.
Patreon. Yeah, support on one of our many tiers, and you can see
But
the
it
pod
is
house happen, and it's just this all the
subscription?
time.
Support one of our tiers, or I will be shedding some tears.
Dang.
Thanks for laughing. I got somebody. That's all I need.
It was
Sorry,
All right.
I'm typing up School Days.
No.
And
All
so
right.
the novel began.
So I think we should do this again. And since he's in more episodes, I'm inclined to do Elliot for this because God, we need to know.
I feel like we know algaes. So I'm moving on.
Do we know algaes?
What
do
is
we
algae?
really though? Does the
Or
internet know
dairy.
algaes? I
Algae
think
is
you
not
should
on
do
the
it
dairy
anyway.
list.
I think you should
Algae
do
is
it.
not on the dairy list.
Well, don't you want to see though what they predict? I kind of want to. Alternatively,
I mean, I
you could do Clay Carter, the harmless fisherman.
I'm doing ghost.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah, do the
Do
ghost
all
fish.
the ghost fish.
You
They are
do
one
all the
entity.
ghost fish. Yes, correct. I'm doing. Okay, let's go.
Do each ghost fish individually.
We'll be here forever. It's great.
I'm just here for emotional support.
I feel like AJ should do Delia, but Paula would be interesting.
Oh, I've
feel
already
like-
started just because I want to get it over with.
Oh,
Alright,
dear
that's fair.
Lord.
AJ's done with this.
Fair. Okay.
I mean,
I'm
this
gonna.
isn't my genre. Like I said, I'm more of if we're talking TV, I'm more of a K-drama person than an anime person. And so
I've been meaning
all
to break
of these
into that.
Conversations are just shoo.
Delia takes this quiz. She's like, kill a kill. That's me.
I'll be really surprised if
Lord
Delia
Kill
doesn't get
and
Yandere. I'll be really
I will
surprised.
be too, but honestly, like I don't understand what half of these questions are actually asking me.
Yeah. Also, I'm sorry that my Delia voice was like mostly Sonic.
It's okay.
How do you choose none for the books?
You don't.
I can't read.
I don't read. All right.
Dear crunch. I have to do this again and thinking about everything.
I don't know. Whenever I get those questions, I usually just substitute it for like movies.
Okay, I feel like
That's fair.
Elliot would. I feel like if Elliot had to confess to Liza, his response would be, "I love you and want to be with you forever." I think we can confirm that
Absolutely.
if he ever had
I
to
love
say
you. I want
it.
to be with you forever.
What?
What? I didn't
What?
say anything.
What? No.
Fit Delia.
What? I'm sorry? Excuse me?
What?
Oh Lord.
Uh,
Oh yeah. What kind of books do you like to read? Oh no, I
Gosh,
forgot
I
about the
just
book
finished-
question.
I just finished as Miriam, and it's not the same as me.
What?
Is it Yandere?
How?
Crisis.
Is it Yandere?
Did you?
It's not Sundere.
The Yandere.
Ah! I see it. I see it.
Join the crew.
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
What's my computer doing? What are you doing, computer?
Oh God. I actually, as a person who wrote these characters, I actually don't know whether Elliot is an optimist or a realist. I'd go realist.
See, when you ask what are you like, Algie would say yes to all of these, though.
Fair. It just depends on how he's feeling and how drunk
Yeah.
he is.
It just depends on the day.
I am
Clicked one of the
cold,
side
nice,
buttons on my
funny,
mouse and
smart.
it did a thing and I don't know what it did.
Ah.
That's never good.
Well, except for Quiet and Shy, I guess.
Well,
So
we
now
know.
I don't even have any
Well-
questions. I just have like a list of a whole bunch of quizzes to take.
I already know the. Oh no! I already know the
Oh,
answer for the best date idea. That was easy.
I have to plug in my computer.
Okay, time to read this big paragraph.
So without having to, I got to like episode or not episode, question like 13 before I bumped my buttons, and now
Just do it again. Speed run. Speed run.
do I have
Speed run,
to?
speed run.
Speed run. We need to
You could
know.
You could
Do I
just
have to,
refresh,
though?
maybe. If
No,
I'd
it's
say if
it's
it
just giving
refreshes
me
and it's
the
just
the list of quizzes.
clear. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I don't know what I did.
Dio, help. What anime would Elliot watch?
Read me the list again.
Toradora, Angel Beats, Naruto, School Days, Ori Monogatari, Kill la Kill.
I'm sorry, I was
If he were-
typing. One more time.
Toradora, Angel Beats, Naruto,
Angel Beats.
School Days,
He's
Ore
racist?
Monogatari. I think Ore Monogatari, Kill la Kill.
Out of those, I don't think
Yeah.
you
Like,
like any
here's-
of them.
I feel like here's the thing. If that list were presented to Elliot probably wouldn't know any of them. What would be the
Fair, but
first thing
stop,
he
but-
pick?
the
He'd pick
But the
Angel
Psy
Beats. Angel
personality, Angel Beats, just cuts it's Angel.
Yeah,
It's the most
Yeah.
relatable.
we're stereotyping. We're
Psy,
being
Psy,
racist.
honestly, Psy would,
School Days.
Psy would unironically watch School Days
School
and
Days.
laugh at it,
Fair.
and then would turn around and watch Kill la Kill as well because he has one good taste.
All right.
Okay, now I'm
So-
taking the quiz. I'm gonna take it as Orville because Frank is ace, baby.
Yeah, he is.
But I don't know if well, I don't know if he because he's not Arrow. I don't think
He's not Arrow. That is
he's not
correct.
Arrow, so he could still be a dairy. But Orville's more fun.
Orville will be more fun. I would agree with that because Frank is just off the wall.
I wonder
could
if
be
Orville will
anything at
pass him
any
by
time.
indifferently and try not to pay attention.
Yes.
I just got the answer for Liza, and it's not correct.
Oh no.
Give it to us.
I got it. Wait. I gotta finish. Wait,
Oh,
everybody
I'm
needs
sorry.
to finish.
Tell me only.
No.
I'll go really quick.
Yeah, I gotta I'll speed run this.
See, I think
Orville
I
would
have
go
to
for
do it again after my computer acted funny.
Yes.
Do I really?
run, speed run, any percent completion.
Speed run.
I really don't want to.
Just do the Toad House skip.
All A.
Backwards long jump through the quiz.
Season.
Someone else can do it for me.
Really?
Yes, really.
Well, I guess I could see that. All right.
Wait,
Bring
is that
in.
a sonic screwdriver?
Was it?
Which one is it?
It's Rivers.
Oh, it is.
It's Rivers.
That's
I'm sorry, I have terrible eyes. Ah. I used to have 11 sonic screwdriver and it was an electric toothbrush.
Ooh. I too have an 11 sonic screwdriver, but not a toothbrush, just a regular one. I used to use it to entertain people who didn't know what Doctor Who was.
Classic.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I also
plebs.
have-
Ooh, shiny.
I also have an 11's sonic screwdriver.
My sister has the 10 and I want to steal it from her because she doesn't watch Doctor Who anymore and I still do.
Ooh.
And not the most recent episodes, just reruns of 9, 10, 11 constantly.
Where's my vortex manipulator?
9 is the best.
See, I knew you would be a
That's
9
a
person.
controversial
I was friends with a
opinion.
9 person in high school. I think 10
Interesting.
is
Controversial
universally
opinion.
adored, and I would also agree that 10 is probably my favorite.
Is Delia
10
a
and 11
realist?
are the boyfriend doctors.
What?
That's
Is
not
Delia a
that's
realist?
not correct at all.
10 and 11
Yeah.
being the boyfriend doctors?
I feel like Delia is
Yeah.
probably I feel like she's either a realist or a nihilist, but I don't think nihilist is
I think
there.
Pessimist would probably. Well, I mean, she's optimistic about her own plans,
About her
but
own plans.
pessimistic
Very
about everything
fair.
else.
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe she's
Oh,
a
really?
dreamer.
Dreamer?
I remember
feel
dreamer
like-
as
Could
an
be.
option. Yeah,
I
she's
don't
a
think this
dreamer. Her
quiz is
dreams are
very
just
accurate.
skewed differently than most.
Oh wait, Jamie,
all right. I'll
Jamie,
allow
are you
it. That's
doing?
fair.
Are you
Yeah.
doing
I
Delia's
feel
test
like
then?
I do
I'm doing
have to
Delia because I have nothing
Okay,
else.
then I will.
And AJ can't.
Yeah, well, my thing acted funny, and I just don't have the patience to do it again.
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm sorry. This
fair.
is just really. I don't mean to be like a buzzkill. This is just really not my thing.
That's fine.
An excursion.
sorry,
Leo's gonna
Dio.
cry himself to sleep
No,
You know,
tonight.
I
AJ.
love you. This is just.
An
I'm a
No,
excursion
character.
no,
I'm
it's
a
all good.
person.
Honestly, I was just super hyped and I forgot you're just not like an anime person, so I was like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Like, I don't mean to be a buzzkill. It's
Can
just
I get back
really
to
not my
question
genre.
2?
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, you are fully good.
I'm very scared for what this answer is going to be.
Orville's
Right,
is
somehow
totally
I went back to
incorrect. It's
question 2. I
baseless
would've-
and wrong.
I can't
It's
really
very
say it's not my
wrong. Oh,
genre because
no.
anime's more of a style of
Yeah.
portraying a story than a genre.
It's
There
a-
are multiple genres within
It's
it.
a story medium.
I would also agree that I can't decide if this is accurate or not for Elliot because I feel like it's accurate for Elliot whenever he's near Liza.
Elliot gives off huge Dandere energy.
I feel like, yeah, I got Dere.
Hey, you want to know something funny?
Yeah.
So did Orville. That doesn't make any sense.
That is wrong.
Yo.
Wrong.
Okay.
Wow, this quiz is cursed.
Yeah,
Incorrect
Liza got
quiz.
himedere.
That's
which-
not true at all.
Yeah,
don't know what that
exactly.
is.
It says they give you the privilege of treating everyone around them as a person of an inferior race.
Yeah, Hime
Oh,
means
no.
princess. Hime means princess, so Himedere is
Yeah.
like the very big hoity-toity, I'm better than you. Very commonly, she has, yes, exactly. She has that voice. The anime voice.
Oh,
Anime
good
laugh.
lord.
So very
Yeah.
much not.
That is
Liza.
so
Very
wrong.
much
So
not
almost,
Liza.
so this isn't
Liza-
accurate for almost all of us. We'll have
No,
to.
I do
Liza-
feel like Miriam
Liza's
was
is a
murder
perfect
for people.
Example.
Okay,
of
no,
the
okay. Well,
recipe
Miriam,
for Hime.
Miriam's actually accurate. That's
And
fair.
not
Miriam's
the
Yeah,
accurate.
conclusion.
yeah.
I'd say Liza is somewhere. she's a Genki Dere. She's a Genki Dere, just a very competitive one.
Yeah.
No,
Where's my
okay.
revenge on
I'm
this?
so sorry. This one was on accident. I promise. You know who Liza actually reminds me of?
Oh, good lord.
One of the characters from Toradora.
No! Damn it!
Her name is Minori
You keep
Kushieda, and
coming around to it.
I know about Minori.
She is great. She's upbeat. She's chipper, and she's such a weirdo. She's great. The
Yeah, that's
characters in
Liza.
Toradora are fantastic. Great show.
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay, yeah, now I think it's weird because I think for Elliot, the I always want to flip my I always want to flip my R's because of Spanish, but I don't know
Yeah,
if
you
that's
just
true
kinda-
or not to Japanese.
It's kind of
Like
true.
them,
It's
it's
just
half true,
I
yeah.
say it like a
Dere.
freaking Yankee, so
Uh-huh.
no need to worry.
You know, I always flip my R's when it comes to foreign languages just because Spanish.
It's just a
but,
hard R.
But if I go American, yeah, dere. That's
You know, I realize it now. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
But I admit I think that does match Elliot when he is like around like in close proximity to Liza because he is so like freaking I feel like he's so freaking like happy or like giddy, I guess, that he just is completely flustered and stupid. And I feel like that kind of works. But I don't know. I don't know enough about the Deres. We'll just have to do that. Guess what? I guess we'll just have to do this again with a different quiz next time. That's what we've learned from all of this.
That's what we've learned.
That's all we've learned. We've learned nothing else from tonight's very long conversation.
Well, we've learned that there are infinitely better Pokemon games out there and that nobody's trying to make.
I like how this was supposed to be like a rap, like introspective of like the first season, and it turned into whatever this was. We cannot be trusted.
It's the chaos round.
Truth.
Like the rest of it wasn't chaos.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like the chaos round leaked into everything else. We tried, but we just partied too hard. We got to celebrate. It was the end of the first season.
Is now a good time to reveal Delia's results.
Oh Lord.
Himadere.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
I can see it. I can see
Which
it.
one is that one? Oh God.
princess.
The one
Princess.
The princess. Oh yes, right. We just went over this. I'm tired.
Doesn't have the money for it, but everything else, yeah.
Well, she wants to.
Well,
That's her whole
She
goal.
wants to.
I mean, I'd like to think that when she was like growing up and her dad was very steeped in criminal activities, that they had a good amount of money.
Yeah.
What did they spend it on? Did he spend it like, did her father spend it on the right things? I don't think so, but I think it was there. I feel like, yeah, that's a whole other conversation for another day. See, so we've got, I don't know if anybody else wants to give any results, or I think we're pretty much good, but I'm gonna just do a little, we're almost done here with our time. So I'm gonna give you guys like 5 minutes. If you guys have any questions you want to try to ask of me.
How are you doing?
I was gonna say for season 2 or future seasons.
Oh.
From a writer creator standpoint, what can I spoil for you? Because you know I love a good spoiler, but
Spoil some ships that are coming.
Oh, some ships.
My favorite.
Oh, good
Ships,
lord.
yeah.
Okay, well, I feel like I've talked about this before, but there are some new female secondary characters coming into play, and a very strong ship between Miriam
right.
and one of those
like,
fantastic women who we just love.
The
Gay?
biggest ships are coming in.
Are they,
in this season.
Yes. So yeah, big love for that ship for sure. That's a strong one. Are we going along the lines of crack ships? Because if we're going along crack ships, I could give you some weird ones based on the interactions in the next season.
Yes.
Please do.
Okay, if we're going for a crack ship, Nate Lavinia.
Yep.
Wait.
Do with that what you will.
Wait. So
Wait, is this a crack
not
you have?
only-
This is something you
Not
received?
only am I married to my brother, but I'm also
shipped with your brother?
Okay, these are ships. These are not canon
These are not
necessarily.
canon.
Yeah, that's why I said horny.
Is this somebody? Is this you've received this one?
These are just things that I'm thinking people would associate based on. Yeah. I'd say the Orville Ginny ship is still strong. That's not going anywhere despite what they think themselves. Again, Elliot and Liza, similar situation. I mean, you can still keep up with the Carlton Miriam ship if you want.
I think that I will ride the Ginny Orville ship until I die.
Fair, completely fair. I will say that I would like to, in one episode in particular, where we get a little bit more background on Orville, because you don't really get much from him in the first season.
I will say
Orville.
that is something that I'm looking forward to, actually, is more Orville.
I do want to really, I want to Morville. I want to. I do plan on opening up more about Orville, and specifically I would like to explore why in particular he's so drawn to Ginny. And I have an explanation for that I
it's
actually
because she
fully
smells really good and he
week.
likes her perfume.
Honestly, yeah, I relate.
I fully realized why he likes her this week, and I feel like it's a really easy, it's a really simple explanation that I think pretty much anyone could figure out, but that's where I'm leaving it.
James.
Yeah, I think that's all the ship stuff I can probably say for now. That's all.
What about the Evergiven?
The what?
The ship that got stuck in the Suez Canal?
Oh Lord. Oh gosh, I was not prepared for it
I'm
to get
sober.
deep.
You know, there was a sister ship to the Evergiven that got stuck in a different canal a couple months later.
I heard about that. When a woman smells good, smell is so important.
Anybody else got any last minute questions here in the wrap up period besides shipping? Because I'm sure there are more. Actually, there are more. Pretty much this one of the female characters you could ship with several people.
Yeah. If I
and
remember
you all
correctly.
and the people in the cast, they all know the one.
Yeah.
For the the people who have heard it. Actually, I don't think Meg's heard it yet, but there's a character in particular who I already have a person in mind who is going to attract many people.
Have I heard this?
You may not have. It was during a short story reading.
Oh yeah, then I wouldn't have. I have not been available for anything.
I think Meg had their hand raised. Megan?
Hold on, I'm so sorry. My sister texted me.
Oh, it's okay. You got 2 minutes.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
My question is do people age in this?
I see. You mean are we constantly are we constantly
is time progressing?
Yeah.
Or are we
or is it like a sitcom?
I see what you're saying. The way I'm currently doing it is time is progressing, but it's progressing more slowly relative to now. For example, there'll be a year between seasons in real time. I'm estimating. So look out for April 2023. But
let's go.
But in the investigator universe, I'm seeing a passage of about 3 months. So and it might not be that kind of time ratio every time. It's just going to kind of depend on how things line up. But so it's not progressing too far forward, but it's there.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yes.
Are people going to have birthdays?
I did not have that planned, but it could be for the future.
Oh no.
No. No one is prepared.
Birthday dad?
What?
And on that note, I think we gotta wrap up.
Yo, from BoJack Horseman.
Heinous Investigations.
Jack Borsman.
Truly, happy birthday, Heinous Investigation.
Yes, happy birthday,
Thank you all
Heinous.
for listening. Happy birthday, Heinous.
If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you.
We'll see you.
Happy birthday to everyone.
If it's not your birthday,
sometime.
that sucks.